The Sports Network broadcast is brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Country Financial Agent Casey Formanek, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Gripper Sports Store, Hike Camp Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, Nodak Insurance Agent Carson Zarek, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, OSPTI, Quality Toyota, Ready, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Smith Motors, State Farm Agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Superior Builders, Titan Machinery, and Twin Town Villa. Now here's KBMW's Robert Wanick.
Finally Friday, free again. Let's get those motors fired up for a wild weekend. Bonus points if you know who sings that song. And it is time to start off the weekend right under these Friday night lights. Wahpeton, they're trying to get right. They are 0-6, and they got an opportunity here with a very good 3-3 Grand Forks Red River team coming here to Frank Verton Field, trying to pick up that first win of the season. Welcome to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. Let's get right into it, folks. 6:15, we will be joined by Dr. David Woods, the activities director here at Wahpeton High School. And, yeah, it should be a fun one. It's a nice night out tonight, low 60s. And the sun's going to go down here right about kickoff, so we'll have a great view here on KBMW News Live YouTube from the 50-yard line at the top of the concourse outdoors, just the way we like it. Let's get into the Otter Tail Power poll by Otter Tail Power Company on for conservation, and we'll go over the schedule for both these teams this year. Wahpeton opening up the season against Jamestown at home, led that game 12-6 at the half, did not score in the second half, lost 23-12, but you felt like maybe, you know, Wahpeton's going to rumble a little bit because Jamestown was receiving votes in the preseason poll. Wahpeton went to Watford City, got boat raced 39-12. The Wolves ran for nearly 400 yards, and then the Huskies got right back to it at Devil's Lake, another long road trip. And they performed well. They lost to the number 5 ranked team in the state, just 34-28. It was all tied up at halftime, 21 apiece. Huskies once again went scoreless in the third quarter, dropping to 0-3. Then they got homecoming. They got to face a fellow winless team in Bismarck St. Mary's. Hit the half 14-14 after Beckett Price took in a touchdown run to end the first half, and they did not score in the second half. They went quiet again, tired out. 34-14 was the final. And then they had to go face number 3 ranked Central Cass 40-0 on the road, and another road game as they went to Grand Forks Central, and they lost that one 49-14. The Knights ranked number 3 in last week's game. So that's how the Huskies go on the Otter Tail Power Company Power Poll for tonight. Let's take a look at the Red River schedule. They got beat by defending Class 2A state champion West Fargo Horace at home to start the season 34-7. They come back with a 1-point win over Bismarck St. Mary's. They travel to Minot North to face the number 1 team in the poll, where they have retained that spot all season. Minot North wins that one 45-14. And then Grand Forks Red River gets on the board again with a 49-12 win at Williston to improve to 2-2. They lose to the number 2 ranked team in the state, who's receiving a couple votes in the poll. It's Kindred, who's moved up to this class this year. That was 42-7. So Kindred's going to be real tough. WAP gets them next Thursday. And then they narrowly edged Central Cass, so a banner win over the ranked Squirrels, 19-17 on the road too at Central Cass. So despite this 3-3 record for Red River, they are going to be a tall task for the Huskies tonight. But you know what, Huskies, they're hungry. You got to be when you're 0-6. Anything can happen under the Friday night lights. We're going to take a quick break here on the Red River Grain pregame show. When we come back, we'll go through your State Farm stat report. We're going to break down the season numbers for this Huskies offense and defense. And we're going to talk about Braden Steffens and how he has commanded double coverage all season long and still found the end zone on a regular basis for this Huskies team. I'm Robert Wanick, and you're listening to Huskies football on AM 1450, KBMW News Live YouTube, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Are you tired of fixing the same problems? Here at Reddy, we offer performance seating solutions that last. Whether it's new parts for your drill or a complete rebuild of your air seeder, we can help. We resolve your challenges through in-house engineering, manufacturing, and sourcing of the highest quality North American-made products. We are ready to bring our passion and expertise directly to your farm to solve all your equipment challenges. Reach out to us at 701-205-1485 and schedule your free inspection today.
AM 1450, KDMW Breckenridge Wahpeton, and FM 94.3, K232 FH Breckenridge, the voice of the valley.
It is Friday, folks. Another day, another dollar here on the air. And for all you folks wrapping up the work week, I hope you can wind down with some high school football tonight. Wahpeton welcoming Grand Forks Red River to town. And for you folks out there in the beat trucks, out there in the field, crank it up to 10. Hopefully we have some highlight plays for you tonight. You're listening to the Red River Grain pregame show. Let's get right into your State Farm stat report presented by your local State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Fredericks. So we're taking a look here at the Huskies, led by sophomore quarterback Jack Gilbertson. It's been a quarterback tandem. We'll get into that here. Jack, 23 of 48 passing as he started his season at Devil's Lake in week 3. 425 pass yards, 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Jack started off with a 300-plus yard pass game, 3 touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown. And after that, teams kind of watched the film, and they've been clamping down on him. He does have 49 rush attempts, 210 rush yards, 2 touchdowns, most of that designed out of the RPO run-pass option. Trey King, fellow sophomore who's seen some time at quarterback, came in last week when Gilbertson went down with an injury. He's 30 of 55, 380 passing yards, also 4 touchdowns and 5 picks. Almost a a duplication of Gilbertson's numbers through the air, And on the ground, 35 attempts for 121 rush yards for Trey King. Out wide, Cooper Coolmo, 19 catches for 255 yards as the sophomore continues his breakout campaign. He has a pair of touchdowns, those coming in the first couple weeks of the season. So they're going to look to get him uncorked again tonight, maybe draw up some specialty plays for the young Cooper Coolmo. Caden Barth, wide receiver, kick returner, and D-back. He's having a great season. 4 catches for 35 yards, but he does have a 96-yard kick return touchdown. That came last week where he kind of stole the kick return from Braden Steffens, and it was a good thing he did because he zipped up the left sideline, read the blockers like a book, and took it to the house. Barth also has 28.5 tackles and 1 sack, so he's been a great, well-rounded player. Isaiah Brushard, who they call Larry here, not sure why, tight end and a linebacker. He's got 6 catches for 61 yards. He also has 40 tackles, which is second most on the team. Luke Anderson, the returning All-State lineman. Everybody plays 2 ways here for this Huskies squad. He has 21.5 tackles, 1 sack. Hunter Belke has 6 tackles, 2 of them for loss and a sack. The leaders for this team so far this year, Braden Steffens split out wide and playing D-back. 20 catches, 436 yards. That's almost 22 yards a pop, folks. He can really stretch the field. 6 touchdown catches. He also has 32 tackles and an interception, part of that massive game at Devil's Lake where he hauled in 3 touchdown catches and a pick, all in the first half. Have yourself a night, young man. Michael Peterson, the senior running back and linebacker, he's doing it all. 84 attempts for 378 yards on the ground, a healthy 4.5 yards per carry, and these numbers would be a lot bigger if he wasn't being scripted out of these games. Wahpeton falls behind, forced to go to the run-pass option, which kind of eliminates Peterson's bread and butter, which is 3 yards in a cloud of dust, put your head down, run up the gut. But he's still averaging 4.5 yards per tote. He has 1 touchdown on the year. They'd love to get their senior back into the end zone tonight for his 2nd score of the season. He leads this team, by the way, 42.5 tackles. So Michael Peterson leads the team in rush yards, leads the team in tackles, and he also has a sack, shifting from safety last year where he was really good to linebacker this year. They like to line him up on the edge, let him do some rushing, get the quarterback in a hurry. Wahpeton averaging just 13 points per game this year, very uncharacteristic of a Wade Gilbertson spread offense. We've seen their moments, but that third quarter has been a nightmare. They've just been unable to strike coming out of the break, and a couple games left to kind of figure it out and end the season on a high note. They are allowing 37 points against, and you do the math, that's not great. 4 defensive sacks for the Huskies. That's one thing that they're going to need to ratchet up. They're going to need to get in the backfield, and just 1 interception coming by Braden Steffens. 805 pass yards, 50% completion, which I would argue is serviceable in high school football. You get 60+% on the completions. That's usually a pretty elite high school QB. So completing half their passes, and 744 rush yards, a combination of Michael Peterson and the 2 quarterbacks, 4.2 yards per carry. So that's your State Farm stat report. Thanks to your local agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Let's take a little deeper look here at Braden Steffens. He was your Red E Performance Egg Parts Red Hot Player of the Month for September. And taking a look at his full season stats, 20 grabs, 436 yards, 6 scores, 21.8 yards per catch. Braden Steffens, who goes by the Beast, often called that by Huskies head basketball coach Jeff Ralph, head football coach Wade Gilbertson, and also Wahpeton AD David Woods. And he certainly is a beast on the gridiron. And the thing about him is he's so good at the middle part of his route, the intermediate part, breaking it off and getting separation. But now he's gotten to another level where he's able to create separation at the top of his route. So even if they stick with him, he can create that separation in the air. He can create that separation hand fighting, and he can create that separation going boundary to boundary. He's really good at keeping those toe taps inside the white boundary line. So Steffens can really do it all. As you see this photo on KBMW News Live YouTube, one hand, two hand, doesn't matter. Just get it in the area, and Braden Steffens going to come down with it. A tremendous wide receiver who was an all-state selection last year, and he's making a bid to be an all-state selection this year. Wahpeton may only get one, and hopefully they get one, because Braden Steffens has done more than enough to earn it. 7 touchdown catches last year as a junior. He's already got 6 this year. And putting that into perspective, folks, double coverage basically all night, every week. 0-6, 2 sophomore quarterbacks, one of them with no varsity experience in Trey King, and the other one with very limited, coming off an injury in Jack Gilbertson, and he's still been able to rack up 436 receiving yards. So Braden Steffens, in the second part of your State Farm stat report, your Red Hot Player of the Month. We're going to take one more quick break on the Red River Grain pregame show. When we come back, we'll be joined by Wahpeton Activities Director Dr. David Woods. We'll talk about homecoming festivities. We'll talk about state tennis. We'll talk a little bit about NDHSAA football as well. You're listening to the Red River Grain pregame show kickoff between the Huskies and Rough Riders, coming up at 6:30 on KBMW News Live YouTube.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
Pre-game show. I'm Robert Wanek. Had to kind of turn the mic down there because we're getting our eardrums blown out by the bumper music. So I hope it's a little better on your end. So we're getting ready for Red River taking on Wahpeton here. Red River coming in at 500, very talented team, very deep team. Wahpeton looking for their first win of the season. We're going to be joined here for a couple minutes with Wahpeton Activities Director David Woods. Dr. David Woods is up here at the top of the bleachers at the 50-yard line, is kind of watching them warm up in these digi-camo jerseys. And I wanted to talk to you right away, big homecoming week. And, when I was in high school, homecoming was just another thing. They had all these fun little activities, dressing up and all this stuff, but nobody really cared a whole lot. Right. But it looked like it was like kind of one of those early 2000s teeny bopper movies, where everybody's all festive at Wahpeton and everybody's getting into it. So what was the participation like? What was the vibe over at WHS during homecoming week?
Participation was phenomenal. I mean, we came in, we wanted to do something grand for all the students, and the students really came through. I mean, they dressed every day, and then when we had Husky Spirit Day, they really came out in sea of purple, and it was really nice to see. It was really good change up from what we did in the past. Student council, Grace Brandt did a wonderful job with the timing and everything during the pep rally. And then we capped it off with the wagon parade, which is the second annual wagon parade, and that's something that, honestly, I'll probably get in trouble if I don't say it. That was my wife's idea to have this wagon parade. And, it came through the last year. I was getting emails in the summer because they wanted to get their wagon out there. They wanted to get it decorated. The students in the community really came through, so I'm really proud of that.
So Huskies tennis putting on one of their best seasons in the past couple decades. The boys team is. We got a couple kids heading to state. State's send-off for them, how cool is that to do? The team didn't qualify. They just missed out on qualifying. Right in the middle of the pack of the EDC this year after being bona fide bottom dwellers. So kind of a resurgence of WAP tennis. And tell us a little bit about the guys headed to state and just, how proud you are of the tennis program this year coming on strong.
Well, let's start with Alex Cummings, right? Like there's just legacy, there's just pedigree there. And grew up around tennis. He had an article in the paper about his family and everything, and that was really nice to see. So there's Alex Cummings, there's Watson Nagel.
Yeah, talk about pedigree, right?
Watson Nagel is a pedigree. How cool is it that a student is going and he was playing on his grandfather's namesake court? How cool is that? And he comes down from Cheyenne, talked to his parents. They wanted to come down there. They loved the community. They loved the vibe. They thought it was a great place to raise their kids, and that's what we want. And the results speak for itself. He came down and he did his thing. Garnett Anderson, the quiet giant. You know how I am giving everyone nicknames, right?
Yeah. It's good. It's good.
The quiet giant. He's phenomenal. Great kid, great family, hard worker. Once again, one of those students that are not going to say much, but they're going to prove themselves on the tennis court. And it was really good to see. And then you have the Lundsetters, right? Passionate, caring, really big go-getters. They've been looking for this opportunity for years, so hats off to them for preparing those boys and getting them ready and just missing state. Hopefully we get that next year, but it would have been the first time in 14 years, and it would have been something to see.
So Garnett Anderson and Alex Cummings taking fourth place in doubles. I believe Watson Nagel taking sixth in singles as they earn all Eastern Dakota Conference status, so hats off to those kids on the tennis team. And let's talk a little bit about here. Kind of want to expand on what Wade Gilbertson talked about on the Giants Sports Show. Wahpeton getting a little banged up. They kind of feel like they're the little duck in the big pond this year. And, everybody's rolling in different 11 new guys on each side of the ball. Wahpeton's dealing with some injuries. And everybody's got to play both ways. And not a shot at the High School Activities Association at all because everybody's looking for a solution. Everybody's looking for player safety. Yep. But from an activities director standpoint, Wahpeton kind of having to play these bigger schools. And I don't know if the answer is going down to play smaller schools. It seems to me like Wahpeton's right in the middle ground. They may be too big to do that. But, how much does that weigh on a team, and how much do you see that? You've been in football, you played football. What is that like when you guys got to play both sides, and what are they probably feeling like at this point of the season?
You do what you got to do. That's not something that you rest on. There's an opponent in front of you, and there's nothing you can do about any of the politics or whatever have you going on. It really doesn't matter when you're in the moment. You have somebody across from you. You need to beat them in order to get somewhere. So maybe you want to go state or region or whatever. And so you just focus on the goal at hand. It's the AD's responsibility to make sure that we're in the right spot. And, you know, it's getting worked out. It's not perfect, you know, but it's better than it was. It's better than going against Fargo South. It's better than going against, you know, Shanley, who are way bigger than we are. So once we get that figured out, it'll be good. But I think if we didn't get those injuries, we would be competitive. We would be super competitive. And you know what? I'm not taking anything away from our team. We are competitive now. What a great opportunity for some of those other athletes to step up and show us who they are. You know, next man up. That has to be the mentality, because Red River's not going away.
Absolutely. And I look at it this way. You know, you got Kindred, they get moved up, they're good, and they're going up to play. If you go move down, you're going to play good teams too.
Yep.
I think the numbers play a role in it. You know, you're getting banged up playing both sides of the ball, but, you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You got to finish out the season, maybe go back to the drawing board, and maybe there's some conversations with the High School Activities Association. But at this point, I just don't know where Wahpeton goes unless they can shuffle, you know, a handful of teams to move around, and maybe just an unfortunate spot population-wise, enrollment-wise, where you're right in the middle. But I've seen some good things out of the Huskies, and I think playing a 500 team tonight, at the end of the day, Wade doubled down on the show, and he said, you know, it ultimately comes down to execution.
Yep.
I think they have plenty of skill players. They're going to get points scored on them. They're going to wear down on the D-line as the game goes on. That's going to happen against a team like Red River. But offensively, I think the coaches are going to have this one schemed up a little bit better, Wahpeton. A little bit more Swiss Army knife style.
Yep.
And even if they don't win this one, I expect them to put some more points on the board than they have the last couple weeks.
Yeah, if you got youth, you got to put them out there, and you got to see what it's all about. You got to do some schemes. You might have to change up some dynamics because, you know, you put different people in different places. Red River is kind of going through the same thing. They are banged up as well. So I'm looking forward to a dogfight, you know, no pun intended, but I'm for real. I'm looking for a dogfight, and I'm looking for the Huskies to come out on top.
Yeah, getting a lead early could be big here, and, you know, Mike McCall never passed the ball. He didn't need to. He had Ryan Smith, and like he said, only two things can happen when you pass the ball. You know, one of them's good, one of them's not good.
Yep.
But Huskies, not much choice here because they're going to be in a gunfight if they want to stay in this game against Red River because they're going to score points. So I'm excited to see them maybe let Jack shy away potentially from the RPO a little bit, and also, you know, ease on his body a little bit. Quit running the rock, maybe stretch the ball outfield, and the way a quarterback gets better, honestly, throwing some picks. Figure out what doesn't work, and then you can see it on the film.
Yeah, mistakes are trying to limit those mistakes is what it's all about too. You know, you gotta test some things, but you know, Jack is an athlete. I mean, good luck telling him when he's in a pocket. Good luck telling him that he has to stay in a pocket. I mean, he is an athlete, and he's a quick thinker. And whatever situation he's put in, he's gonna test some things out, and he's young, so. It's one of those things where, yeah, we could throw the ball more, we could run more, we could do whatever, but Jack's going to be Jack, and it's up to him to read it, and he's going to be better for it.
And what a great point. You play who's in front of you. And, folks, on that note, Breckenridge, yes, they play a lot smaller schools. They play who's in front of them. They happen to be in Class 1A. They happen to be the top dog in that class. They are also on the YouTube tonight, 7 o'clock kickoff, 6-0 record, trying to move to 7-0, ranked number 1 in the state. And the Huskies just trying to put it all together tonight. We'll get to the grip fit check in just a moment. Thanks so much for joining us, and I'm glad your Wahpeton Huskies homecoming was well taken by the student body.
It was awesome. Thanks for having me.
That was Dr. David Woods, Activities Director at Wahpeton High School. Follow them on social media everywhere at the Husky Howl for all the up-to-date information on Wahpeton activities.
Superior Builders is a proud sponsor of tonight's Breckenridge baseball game. Brian Bernades and his team of building pros are ready to meet your needs. Superior Builders of Wahpeton has served farmers, ranchers, commercial businesses, and home builders throughout North Dakota since 2005. With a focus on providing economical, durable, and aesthetically pleasing pole buildings, Superior Builders has built a reputation for quality work and satisfied clients. Contact Superior Builders today to get started on your dream building by calling 701-238-7740.
You know, Mom and Dad's favorite season is autumn. Crisp air, changing leaves, and a cozy life at Twin Town Villa.
That's for sure. Since they moved into Twin Town Villa, the change has been amazing.
Yeah, they're so relaxed and comfortable now.
And we've got the peace of mind, knowing that they're surrounded by kindness and security.
That's a great warm feeling as the weather gets cooler.
When the decision moves towards assisted living, fall into caring comfort.
It's not an easy decision, but at Twin Town Villa, it's the best decision all around. No matter what the season, you're never alone at Twin Town Villa. You know, Mom and Dad's favorite season is autumn. Crisp air, changing leaves, and a cozy life at Twin Town Villa.
That's for sure. Since they moved into Twin Town Villa, the change has been amazing.
Yeah, they're so relaxed and comfortable now.
And we've got the peace of mind, knowing that they're surrounded by kindness and security.
That's a great warm feeling as the weather gets cooler.
When the decision moves towards assisted living, fall into caring comfort.
It's not an easy decision, but at Twin Town Villa, it's the best decision all around. No matter what the season, you're never alone at Twin Town Villa.
All right, we're getting ready for the national anthem here, folks. Let's get into your Grip Fit Check, presented by Gripper's Sports Store in Wahpeton. Digital camo jerseys tonight for the Wahpeton Huskies, and as soon as they get done with the school song here, we're going to come back. Actually, we'll stay here during the school song. So the digital camo jerseys, as you can see on the right of your screen in the end zone, it might be a little tough to get some numbers tonight, folks, so just bear with me on the broadcast. Dark digi camo, black numbers on the back. Presented by the North Dakota Army National Guard. Staff Sergeant Cody Mauk had a hand in that. Really fly-looking jerseys. And if you're looking for some fly new style from Gripper Sports Store in Wahpeton, get on over there, Dakota Avenue, not far away from KBMW Studios. They got all your Huskies gear. They got your local hometown sports caps, all that stuff. And they can also make your softball jerseys, custom embroider, anything you want. They did a tremendous job getting an order out for our Shaley Lip shirts when we fundraised for the Lip Lifestyle. So go ahead and check out Gripper Sports Store in Wahpeton. They are the sponsor of our Fit Check. Tonight, Red River wearing the white jerseys with the red numbers. Nothing flashy about it, but I'll tell you, it pops. It's kind of old school retro. They have the red pants with the white stripe down the side, red lids with the white logo on the top. And Huskies, let's see what kind of helmets they're rocking tonight. It looks like they're rocking the dark purple matte colored helmets. This has been your Grip Fit Check presented by Gripper Sports Store in Wahpeton. One more break, and it's time for kickoff at Frank Verton Field.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Is insurance just a monthly payment to you? If so, remember why it's really there. To protect the life you love. Choose a company that sees you more than a policy number. When you work with a Country Financial rep, you get more out of your insurance. More personalized home and car coverage to protect what matters most to you. More guidance without all the industry jargon. And more confidence that a real person will show up if something goes wrong. I'm Casey Formnack, your country rep here in the Wahpeton area. I care about the people in this community, and I'll take the time to get to know you so I can help protect you and your family. Call me at 701-353-6071 to experience more. Again, that's 701-353-6071.
Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
Let's talk Smith Motors keys to the game real quick. Small town friendly, big town deals. Really only one key to the game for me tonight for Wahpeton, and it's to get that air raid going once again. If you want to keep up with the teams that have been hanging 40 points on your banged up defense, you got to punch them in the mouth and you got to go over the top to do it. So getting those wide receivers free, that might start with a heavy dose of Michael Peterson out of the backfield, but they got to stretch the field a little bit or they're going to fall down big here to a Red River team that can really put up points when they're rolling. So that's my key to the game, presented by Smith Motors, small town friendly, big town deals. Get your wide receiver core nice and comfortable and let it fly. Young Jack Gilbertson, who's starting at quarterback. Let's take a look at your injury report presented by CHI St. Francis Health. And Landon Ralph, he's the man out tonight. He's been dealing with a nagging injury all year, the all-state lineman from last year. It was his knee, and it just didn't get better, and he finally went in. ACL reconstruction surgery was successful the other day, and he's gotten a lot of offers here, NAIA-style football offers. So hopefully he can come back next fall, play college football somewhere, but he's going to be out for the rest of the season after getting that ACL repaired. Best of luck to Landon Ralph. Great football player, better person. I know he will be sorely missed on the basketball court this winter as well. Taking a look at your starting lineups here as we go ahead and grab those for you, folks. Starting lineups presented by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products, generating a positive return for their patrons. Wahpeton's going to go like this. Jack Gilbertson, a sophomore. I don't know why they got him at senior on here. A sophomore quarterback wears number 7. Michael Peterson in the backfield, a senior running back, number 28. Out wide, Braden Steffens, a senior, number 10. Cooper Kumo, a sophomore, number 4. Caden Barth, a junior, number 5. At tight end, Isaiah Brushard, a senior, number 19. On the line, we got tackles. Senior Luke Anderson, number 62. Sophomore Elijah Robertson, number 73. At center, it's Hunter Belkey, a senior, number 57. At guard, Rylan Flack, a junior, 54. And another center, we have Isaac Anderson, a sophomore, number 74. For the Red River defense, Xander Wayne, a senior, number 54, playing D-end. At nose guard, we got Dom Leach, a senior, 76. Ian Eichmann, a senior, number 52, at another end. At your linebacker positions, Jack Helgeson, a senior, number 21. Jonah Pence, a junior, number 11. Cameron Bishop Diaz, a senior, number 10. In the safety spots, Jack Matson and Cam Arion, a senior and a junior, wearing number 8 and number 5. Matt Dosh, a senior, wearing number 13. Brody Neal and Max Manasau, both juniors, number 20 and number 4. And you have Caden Tostenson, a junior, and Liam Wadlow, a junior, wearing number 3 and 23, respectively. Red River offense led by left tackle Caden Holt, a junior. Dom Leach at left guard, a senior. Jordan Myers at center, a sophomore. Ryan Ward at right guard, a senior. Back-to-back-to-back seniors at tackle, tight end, and wideout. It is Xander Wayne, Jack Helgeson, and Noah Iverson. Wide receiver, Brody Neal is a junior. Max Manasau is a junior. Noah Brandvold will be taking the bulk of the carries here, a senior running back. And quarterbacking the Rough Riders tonight, Matt Dosh, a senior. That's a look at your starting lineups presented by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley on the Red River Grain pregame show. Let's play some football at Frank Verton on a beautiful night as we dip into the upper 50s and the sun goes down. You're watching KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network, as we get ready for kickoff here. Traditional radio listeners popping a top in the shop on your way home from work, catching this game on AM 1450 KBMW, the voice of the Valley. Red River back deep. Wahpeton going to boot it away. It will be Michael Peterson kicking it off. Red Zone sponsor tonight, Red E, your performance ag pros. Contact them today for your free air seeder inspection. So they tee it up at the 40. Mike Peterson ready to start the show for Wahpeton. Cowboy football also on the YouTube tonight, kicking off at 7. It's homecoming over on the east side of the bridge. Peterson puts his hand up, gets the whistle, and we are underway here. Time of kickoff, 6:33. Peterson boots it back, fumbled here at the 15, rolling forward, picked up, and it's going to still be a very nice return. This could be trouble for the Huskies on the outside to the 42-yard line. Talk about a big rebound. Caden Porter muffed the return, rolled about 7 or 8 yards forward. He picked it up, scampered all the way up to the Rough Riders' 42-yard line. Bad break for the Huskies. Savvy play by Porter. Rough Riders will take to the offensive side of the football first. They will have the ball on their own 42-yard line. Brand new turf field this year, folks. If it's your first stream of the season, Minn Kota Egg Products Field. Over $1 million here for this field. It sure looks pretty. It's also home to the number 2 ranked NDSCS Wildcats. We're going to get a pitch to the right, strong side, good lead blocking, busting through 2 tackles and picking up 5 yards. That's going to be Brody Neal, a 5'8", 160-pound junior. So a 4-yard carry on the toss brings up 2nd and 6 for the Rough Riders. Out of the shotgun, and they're going to get the Huskies to jump on a little slap count. Huskies want an offsides, but they're signaling encroachment. That's going to put them about a yard shy of the first down, so it should be 2nd and 1 here. Offsides. As the Rough Riders use the first play of the game with the hard count. Ball on the Huskies side of the field, 2nd and 1. Handoff right side. A lot of running room, breaking through a couple tackles, and up near the 40. That was number 7, Noah Brandvold. First carry for Brandvold tonight, a 5'9", 185-pound senior. Red River working pretty quick here. Still 28 on the play clock, and they're ready to snap the ball. Shotgun 2 wide near side. They're going to pass. It's going to be a little quick screen here. Caught stumbling, regaining his footing, and able to pick up some yards there. Not much, maybe 3. Pass complete to Mo Camara, a 5'10", 160-pound junior. Caden Barth in on the stop. So Red River moving the football here on their opening drive, 2nd and 6 as we go under 11 minutes. Opening quarter, scoreless on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard representing auto owners. You can find CFI on Facebook. As they will go under center here, 2 wide, lone back. Play action, rolling right, looking out. And there it goes, down to the 25-yard line, man wide open. Just beyond the flats, he does the rest running. That was Connor Bishop Diaz, a 5'10", 180-pound senior listed at running back, went out wide on that play. Kind of had him in the tight end spot on the right side of the line. So that's a first down as they near the red zone. Ball at the Huskies' 25-yard line. Shotgun snap, going for it all here. Actually checked up a little bit. I thought the man was going to run a fly, but it falls short. Looking for Mo Camara again. Probably could have split the seam there and went to the goal line, but he checked up near the 10-yard line, and the throw was just short. 2nd and 10, a nice little mix of pass and run here for Grand Forks Red River early on. Rough Riders working out of the shotgun, running back on the right side, dropping back to pass. Good pass rush, but it leaves the screen open, and that's going to be close to a first down. Still inbounds, spinning off a tackle. Huskies trying to fight to the ground there, and the screenplay will pick up a first down for Noah Brandvold as everybody came rushing in. Huskies brought the house, and Brandvold able to slip out on the screenplay. Nice pass just over the top of the defense. Into the red zone, down to the 14-yard line. As the Rough Riders pick up a first down. Matthew Dosh leading this team down the field. They've got a heavy set here, and it looks like may have started off a little bit early there. This would be a big break for the Huskies if they could push them back without having to run a play. It will be a false start on the Rough Riders, so that'll move them back 5 yards. First drive of the ball game on your CFI scoreboard. 9:53 to go in the opening quarter. Red River coming in here at 3-3. Huskies at 0-6. First and 15, Dosh out of the shotgun again. Keep an eye on Mo Camara on the outside. They're going to run it up the gut, and finally the Huskies get a push. Big tackle there. Big Luke Anderson pancakes the running back. Luke Anderson checking in here on the roster sheet at 6'3", 245. He wrestles heavyweight for the Storm, makes a big play there. Looks like that one's going to go for 1 yard. So we'll have 2nd and 14 inside the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line, play action, rolling out to the left. It's a little boot. Dosh with some running room. He's going to take everything he can get, and he runs out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. It's a good job there by Dosh as he saw that the blocks were being held there, and he was able to get about 3 more yards before safely scampering out of bounds. That'll bring up a 3rd down, and as we await the yardage here, 3rd down and about 6. We'll see if this is 4-down territory, if they got a field goal unit. We'll see what their plan is here. They may try to go to the end zone. They're going to go with a pass out on the flats. Breaking some tackles and bouncing over the goal line for a Red River touchdown. That's number 7, Noah Brandvold. It's a good job getting it out quickly by Dosh. Brandvold able to keep his momentum as they just send him out on a little wheel on the flats. He's able to get the catch and rumble in, and Red River strikes first, 6-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Just over 3 minutes on that drive as they had a very dynamic offense running and kicking, and they will now shift the line over. And they're going to go for 2 here. Quarterback on the far left. They snap it. He's going to roll right. Looking back to the left, nobody there except for number 11, Jonah Pence. So nobody home on the 2-point conversion for Wahpeton. They toss it to a wide open man. 8-0 Red River. It was an odd play, folks. They had the center lined up on the far left side of the offensive line. So it was just the center and the quarterback on that side. Snapped it. Quarterback rolled right. Snuck a receiver over to the left side of the end zone. 8-0 Red River on your CFI scoreboard. We'll be back in about 45 seconds on KBMW. And KBMW News Live YouTube. Red River 8, Wahpeton 0, presented by Carlson Family Insurance.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Welcome back to KBMW. The Huskies, they give up a touchdown to open it up. And they can't afford to fall behind here. So this drive doesn't seem like it, but it could be do or die for Wahpeton early on. It's 8-0 Red River. Back to return the kick. It looks like it'll be Barth and Steffens. And the kick will go to the right side. Racing up to get it on the bounce is Steffens, and luckily able to hang on with one paw. That almost got by him with Red River racing up to it. So Wahpeton will field it, take over at the 27-yard line. Led by sophomore quarterback Jack Gilbertson. Gilbertson banged up last week. A lot of carries out of the RPO again. Taking a beating. Sat for some of the first half and all the second half. They let Trey King take over, but Gilbertson back at it. Flanked on the right side by Michael Peterson. Trips on the near side of your screen. They're going to pass right away as they hit Barth. Nice little gain of about 6 yards. Like to see a lot of this. Wade Gilbertson, a magician in the passing game when it comes to this spread offense, and right away they stack 3 wide on the low side of the field, and they hit Barth right away. So Barth with a 4-yard receiving, 4-yard catch from Gilbertson. The Huskies have 2nd and 6. Gilbertson tucks it, RPO. He's got a lot of room to run. He's going to break a leg tackle, and he gets a first down. Big gain for Gilbertson. We'll see how much he got on that one. About 10 yards for Gilbertson. That's a first down for Wahpeton as they near midfield. They're at the 41-yard line. Trips on the high side of your screen now. Peterson on the left side in the backfield, shotgun formation. Gilbertson with another quick hitter right in the soft spot, middle of the field, this time to Steffens. And this one will be another healthy gain. Looks like they get out to the 48. So 7-yard reception for Braden Steffens brings up 2nd and a long 2. 3 wide again, high side again, same exact look. We'll see if Wahpeton goes to this quick release offense with Jack Gilbertson. High snap, one-hand grab by Gilbertson. He's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to get the first down with a second effort, and he loses the football. Red River is on it. Boy, oh boy, Gilbertson is saying he was down. The refs are saying no. Assistant coach Jordan Ralph over here saying, I can't believe it. And the football is going to go to Red River. Gilbertson broke a couple tackles, got the first down, coughed the football up, and Red River is going to take over with great field position at their own 48-yard line. So Gilbertson with a 4-yard rush, but he fumbles at the end, and he was putting it together. Toss play, right side. Here come the Rough Riders. Looks like we're going to get a hold on the end, and a whole kennel of Huskies bagging that one up for a loss. May be able to decline this one, as it would be about 2nd and 12. Holding penalty would make it 1st and 15. Looked like Isaiah Brushard getting a good push on the left side. Rough Rider defender had a fistful of jersey. As we await the call here. Looks like they're going to decline it. They're going to decline it, so they'll take 2nd and about 12. They'd rather have Red River lose a down here to get another shot on 1st down. And that was actually a legal shift on the penalty. So good start to this drive for the Huskies after the Gilbertson fumble as they bottle up the toss play on the right side. 2nd and about 12. Shotgun, handoff, right side. Nice little burst there. Once again, sticking it in the belly of Brandvold. He picks up a big chunk. Levi Fleeth on the tackle. 3rd and about, we'll call it 7 here. 3rd and 6 for the Rough Riders. Dosh out of the shotgun. See if he goes for the running back. Under pressure, being chased. He'll go downfield. Pass is bobbled in a big-time play in the secondary. And that was Cooper Kumo as he undercuts the wide receiver. Intended target went way up in the air, had it in his hands, and Cooper Kumo comes and just cracks him on the backside. Jars it loose. 4th and 6, Red River's going to punt. So the Huskies hold. Haven't been able to say that a lot the past couple weeks, and you got to feel good about the moxie here by the Huskies. They cough up a fumble, they come back and force a 3 and out. Braden Steffens is back to return the punt. 6:16 to go, 8-0 Red River on your CFI scoreboard. Punt is away, nearly blocked. Steffens is going to fair catch it just outside the 20-yard line. So the Huskies will take over at the 21. A good defensive stand there, made possible by Cooper Kumo with a pass breakup on 3rd and 6, about 20 yards down the field. So Gilbertson, who had completions of 7 and 4 yards and 14 yards rushing on that opening drive before the fumble, back out of the shotgun. Gilbertson will keep it on the RPO, looking for some room to run on the outside. He's got a little bit, but he's bumped out after a short gain. Couldn't quite cut the edge. So Gilbertson picks up 3 and already his 3rd run of the ball game. He's got 3 carries for 17 yards. Midway point of the first quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, 8-rip Red River. Braden Steffens on an island up top. Down low on the screen side, we have 2 wide receivers. And this time it'll be a handoff to Peterson. A little jump cut in the hole, and he's still on his feet. So Peterson turns nothing into something. He just keeps those quads churning, and Wahpeton's going to have 3rd and manageable. So Michael Peterson's first carry of the day is a workmanlike effort for the Wahpeton Huskies. As Peterson picks up 5 yards on the rush. Bunch set on the left side. 2 tight end look for the Huskies. Kumo in motion, and that's going to be, they're going to try to draw Red River off sides, and they're going to do it. So both teams getting the other squad to jump, and that's going to move the sticks for Wahpeton. So Wahpeton builds on the 3 and out that they forced. They pick up their second first down of the quarter. And you'd think if Wahpeton could eat up a ton of clock here and score, kind of keep this one low scoring, that would go a long ways to their chances. Trips on the high side of your screen. Snap to Gilbertson. Quick throw. It is picked off. And this one is going to go for 6. Big time pick 6. Jump in the route. Matthew Dosh. So Dosh helping his own cause, the quarterback of this team, scores on the defensive side of the ball. And just like that, it is 14-0. Grand Forks Red River on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Gilbertson looking for that quick hitter that they've been going to early and often, but Dosh stepping up from his linebacker spot. Just jumping the route, taking it back to the house. So Red River will go for 2 after the pick 6. Actually, they're going to kick the PAT this time. And Rylan Green's kick is blocked. Looks like Luke Anderson got in there with that big arm brace, batted it down. 14-0 Red River. So they have a rushing touchdown, 2-point conversion pass, and now a pick 6 by Dosh. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Wahpeton is going to try to minimize the turnovers here as they have a fumble and a pick already in this one. You're listening to AM 1450 and KBMW News Live YouTube.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number 1 today.
Kickoff is away. Again, it's short on the left side. It is fielded and taken up to about the 32. So Braden Steffens, good job getting that kick return, racing up and just going north with it. So far, a Jack Gilbertson fumble and a Jack Gilbertson pick 6. It is 14-0 Red River on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. So we just got a kind of the oddest report that I've ever gotten on the air that there might be a squirrel up here running around on our equipment. So I'll keep an eye on that as the snap is to Gilbertson, handed off to Michael Peterson. He'll evade 2 defenders and pick up a couple yards. So we'll keep an eye out for that squirrel here. And Wahpeton doesn't want to see any more squirrels after getting beat down by Central Cass. As Peterson picks up 1 yard on the rush. So 2nd and 9 for Wahpeton here. Shotgun look, 2 high, 1 low on the wide receivers. It's going to be an RPO. Here comes Gilbertson on the outside. Some room to run. Gilbertson up to the 50, to the 45, and out of bounds. So Jack Gilbertson shaking off the turnovers and making a big play. So he takes it from the 34 to the Red River side of the field, all the way down to the 45. 21-yard rush for Jack Gilbertson. He's been good with the ball in his hands on the ground so far for Wahpeton. In Red River territory for the second time tonight. Heavy set here, 3 wide, bunched up on the left side of the line. Another RPO. This time he hands it off to Michael Peterson. A lot of running room. Peterson jumps over an ankle tackle, and he's got a first down. Big run for Michael Peterson. 12-yard run for Mike. He's got 17 yards on 2 carries. 17 yards on 3 carries, excuse me. Huskies trying to get into that coveted red zone. Another 3-wide shotgun look with Peterson in Gilbertson's right pocket. Snap is away. Gilbertson straight drop back, looking for it all. He'll go to the end zone. He's got a man right in the breadbasket. Talk about dropping a dime. No loose change left on the table from Jack Gilbertson, and Braden Steffens ties his touchdown total from last year with his 7th receiving score of the campaign. Straight fly route up the seam. Can't catch me. Braden Steffens in for 6. In the Huskies strike, they show they've got some life in them, and that's what you want to see out of a winless team, some fight, not rolling over. They're right back in this game, and they're going to go for the PAT. 14-6, Peterson readies for the PAT. The PAT is blocked. So kind of an anticlimactic finish to that score, but a huge touchdown pass from sophomore Jack Gilbertson to senior Braden Steffens, as that one went for, I believe, 35 yards through the air. Red River 14, Wahpeton 6 on the aerial attack. We'll be back in 30 seconds on AM 1450 and KBMW News Live YouTube.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Gilbertson with like a 7-step drop back on that. And then he got 2 big steps forward, got his body behind the throw, and just perfectly over the top of Braden Steffens for a touchdown as he hit him right at the goal line. 14-6 as Wahpeton gets on the board. Little squib kick here to the second level, taken at the 30 to the right side, and Huskies have it covered well. So Huskies trail by just 8 points here on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. It's 14-6 Grand Forks Red River. So Gilbertson throws a pick 6, just a 10th grader. Talk about having a short memory and coming back and trusting your arm. Throwing a touchdown to your senior stud, Braden Steffens, who ties his receiving touchdown total from last year at 7 with a couple games left. 3:45 to go in the first quarter. Hand off to the fullback. Read nicely by the Huskies. First contact made by Luke Anderson. As we try to get the numbers on these dark digital camo jerseys. Looks like he was finished off there by Caden Barth. Just 1 yard there for Red River. And that was Rylan Flack, who has 27 tackles coming into this game. Another guy just trying to find his way. He's cracked the rotation. Trying to build on a nice year for Rylan Flack. Flack, just a sophomore, 250 pounds. We're going to get a timeout here for Red River as Wahpeton feeling it a little bit. They got some momentum after the big touchdown strike. Final 3 minutes of the first quarter after this break. Grand Forks Red River 14, Wahpeton 6 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You're watching the I3G Sports Network on KBMW News Live YouTube and listening on the Voice of the Valley.
A remodel, addition, or new construction resembles a puzzle. You look at the edges, the colors, and what you envision as a finished work of art. Showplace Cabinetry, available at Dakota Cabinetry, can help you worry about one last piece of the puzzle. Do you have a picture in mind? Dakota Cabinetry can make your next project complete by offering countertops, custom tile backsplashes, custom tile showers, and flooring too. Stop by our showroom located at 898 8th Avenue South in Wahpeton or call 642-2100 to check out Showplace Cabinetry.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Handoff goes to the left side. A lot of room to run for Red River. They're going to move the sticks here on a big gain, as this time they go with Mo Kamara as they send him out on the reverse. So nice reception from Kamara earlier in the game, and now he takes a reverse and does it as a rusher, kind of Deebo Samuel style for you folks familiar with the Washington Guardians. Picking up Samuel from the Niners this year. Kind of a Swiss Army knife, and that's what they did with Kamara there. Under center, 2 wide, lone back is Brandvold. They're going to play action to him. Dropping back, in trouble, and sacked by Caden Barth. Barth was on the QB before he could even look downfield. Barth able to hang on to his hips and wrangle him to the ground. Huge loss for the Red River offense. All the way back to the 32-yard line. As Caden Barth picks up his second sack of the season. Caden Barth, a fine defensive season for the Huskies, and that's just what they needed, as it is 2nd and 26. We'll see if they can manufacture a turnover here on a passing down. Shotgun snap, false start on Red River, so they'll have 2nd and 31 to deal with. Everything going Wahpeton's way after a fumble and a pick 6. Put them in a big 14-0 hole. They trail by 8 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and they are marching Red River back towards their own end zone. So Red River 2nd and 31 after the sack by Barth and the false start. We'll see if they play it safe and just try to get out of their own territory. Shotgun snap, rolling to the right, in trouble again, evading the sack. Going downfield, he's got a man. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before it's complete. Nearly to the initial line of scrimmage, and that's going to give him some things to draw up here. It was a nice catch. Nice pass by Dosh on the run. I say Mo Kamara, I thought that was maybe Connor Bishop Diaz, but the receiver was popped out of bounds. 3rd and 11 for Red River. Big down here for the Huskies, under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Dosh out of the shotgun. Dosh drops back. Going over the middle, pass is high, it is hauled in, it is fumbled! And it is recovered by the Wahpeton Huskies! Fumble recovery is Cooper Kumo. The youngster making a name for himself. He had the pass breakup on 3rd and long last drive, and he's got a fumble recovery on this one. I'm not sure who popped that one loose, folks. Go back and check out the play on KBMW News Live YouTube. 2 hard hits on balls thrown in the air, jump balls by the Huskies secondary, and this one nets a turnover. Huskies with a chance to tie it up on this drive. $1:37 to go in the first quarter. 14-6. Red River on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Dosh putting those balls where only his receivers can get them. The problem is he's putting them in harm's way. So they're hanging in the air, and the Huskies are targeting them. 4 wide here. Peterson in the backfield, shotgun look. RPO, Gilbertson gets out of the sack. He's not going to go anywhere as 3 guys converge on him. A huge loss. And that'll be a loss of about 6 or 7 yards. So we go under 90 seconds in the opening quarter. So the Huskies defense really buckling down after they give up a touchdown on the first drive, and can't really hang that one on them as Red River took over after the fumble near midfield. 3 wide here for the Huskies. Peterson motions out of the backfield. Gilbertson's going to go to Steffens. He's got him open in the zone, and Steffens gets the line to gain. 17-yard completion to Braden Steffens. Steffens' 3rd grab of the first quarter moves the chains, under 60 seconds to go. Wahpeton's offense figuring it out here. First two back set we've seen out of the shotgun. Snap is high again. This time Gilbertson will fake the handoff, try to take it up the middle. He's going to pick up about 1.5 yards. They'll call it 1. So Gilbertson's last two rushes going for negative 5 yards. And that may be the final play of the first quarter. Maybe not. We'll take a timeout quick as we've got a Red River player down. That looks like it is Jack Helgeson, as he'll be tended to by the training staff. Wahpeton will have 2nd and 9 here on the Red River side of the field. 26 seconds to go. Rough Riders lead this one 14-6 in the opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, it's Amanda at Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. Brrr! Old Man Winter is right around the corner. Beat him to the punch. Call me, Amanda, and schedule a time to have your heating fuels filled. We thank you for your business.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Fall is here, and Gripper Sports Store has you covered. Check out their brand new fall sports apparel and gear up for the season. And it's not just sports. Grippers also offers professional inscription work for your business attire. Look sharp on the field and in the office with Gripper Sports Store.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Jack Helgeson needs a ton of help getting off the field. Looks like the Rough Riders may lose him for the rest of this one. It is 2nd and 9. Huskies working out of the shotgun here at the 49 of Red River. Gilbertson running a lot of RPO. At this time, he'll do the straight drop back again. He's going to stretch the field. He's got Steffens. It's underthrown. Steffens makes the adjustment, but it is jarred loose at the last second. Big-time PBU, a pass breakup for number 3, Caden Tostenson. And if Gilbertson just puts a little more juice, a little more air under that ball, Steffens is running into the end zone for his second touchdown catch. So that'll bring up 3rd and 9. Quite the turn of events here. Still a pretty decent ball, but the D back on that play, Caden Tostenson, able to get his helmet turned around at the last second and get a hand in there. So 3rd and 9. Gilbertson shown the ability to push the envelope downfield. As they'll put Steffens alone up top, one-on-one matchup. Let's see if they do it again. This time it's a handoff to Peterson. He's got room to run, trucks a defender, and he's going to make this 4th and short. And you got to believe it's 4-down territory. That'll be a 7-yard rush for Michael Peterson. Very productive first quarter for Peterson as he finishes with 4 carries for 25 yards, and that'll take us to the break. 14-6, Red River leads Wahpeton on your CFI scoreboard, and Wahpeton will have a 4th and 2 at the Red River 42 when we come back with the start of the second quarter. You're watching Huskies football on KBMW News Live YouTube, listening on AM 1450, part of the I3G Sports Network.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
We talked about it in the pregame interview with activities director David Woods. Sometimes a quarterback needs to learn by throwing a pick or, losing the ball and figuring out what he needs to avoid. And Jack Gilbertson has done just that, as he has struck deep for a 35-yard touchdown after throwing a pick 6, and now he has moved Wahpeton onto the Red River side of the field, trailing 14-6 on your CFI scoreboard. 4th and 2 coming up for the Huskies big-time play, and they're not going to abandon that shotgun. Peterson in the backfield, Gilbertson in the shotgun. They'll put Kumo in motion to the right side of the field. They don't like the look. Wahpeton's going to change the look at the line. Still 18 on the play clock. They'll move to trips up high. Lots going on here, folks. Snap is away, 4th and 2. RPO, Gilbertson, lots of room. On the left side, to the 30, to the 25. Gets a block, to the 15. Knocked out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Big-time block on the outside by a Huskies wide receiver there. It looked like it was Aiden Bonchez, so he hasn't caught a pass, but he gets involved by laying a block. Good job showing the officials his hands, saying, I'm not holding. And Gilbertson with a huge rush. A 30-yard run for Jack Gilbertson on the RPO on 4th and 2, and the Huskies are inside the red zone. Working out of the shotty once again. Man in motion is Brushert. Gilbertson will keep on the RPO right side, tries to cut up the middle, and he is eaten alive by the Rough Riders line. Looks like Gilbertson's going to pick up about 2. Gilbertson once again handling the bulk of the carries here at quarterback in that run-pass option. Wahpeton looking to tie this thing up potentially. So we just started the second quarter and they trail 14-6 to Red River on your CFI scoreboard. Another shotgun look, 2 wide receivers up high. Red River pinches on the line. Man in motion, he runs behind the running back, and it's going to be a snap to Gilbertson. He'll take it up the right side, up the middle, runs over his own blocker into the end zone. Talk about following the lead block. Luke Anderson, he's on the road crew. He paves the way for a Jack Gilbertson touchdown from 12 yards out. QB draw nets another touchdown, and the Huskies make some noise. 14-12 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Huskies going to go for 2 here, try to tie this ball game up. Talk about resiliency and execution from Gilbertson after 2 first quarter turnovers. He quarterbacks the Huskies right back into this one. So the Huskies will go for 2 here. Working out of that patented shotgun set. Man in motion, Gilbertson will keep. Right side, passes, and Brushert is hit at the 1. He extends it across the goal line. Larry Brushert with the 2-point conversion. Extra effort as he gets the nose of the football across the goal line, ties this ball game up at 14. And the Huskies are howling here at Frank Verton Field. Red River on the ropes. 14-0 lead has been wiped away, and we're all tied up on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Gilbertson thought maybe he'd tuck it and run, cut back up the middle, but he hits Brushert out of the tight end spot as he leaks out. He hits him about 3 yards shy of the end zone. Red River gets him around the waist, but he just keeps the motor running. All tied at 14. Back in 30 seconds here on KBMW News Live YouTube.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Michael Peterson set to kick it off here for the Huskies. All tied up after Gilbertson runs it in on the draw. Tosses the 2-point conversion to Isaiah Brushert. Kickoff taken at the 10. Right side, ankle tackle eluded by the return man, and he is popped at the 28-yard line.
He's close to the 30-yard line.
So they'll mark it at the 31-yard line. Braxton Mickelson, his first tackle of the night. The Rough Riders will take over. 14 unanswered for the Huskies has this game all knotted up at Frank Verton Field on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Shotgun look here as Red River may get a little more aggressive. This time it's going to be a pitch out of the shotgun to the right side, cutting up the middle. A nice tackle made. Let's see who cracked that tackle. And that was Isaiah Brushert. So he follows up the 2-point conversion. Referred to him as Larry, as that's what Wade Gilbertson referred to him as on the sports show. So we went with the nickname on the 2-point conversion. We'll go with his real name here on the tackle. Back-to-back big plays. Brings up 2nd and 8 for Red River. This time they'll go all the way across the field for a screen play to the wide receiver. And he's going to get near the first down. Second effort's going to get him the yardage.
To the far wide receiver.
So nice play there.
I think that's number 20, Brody Neal.
And they're going to give him the first down. And we're going to have a hold here on Red River. So Wahpeton catching some breaks that they really need with an 0-6 start to the season, and that will negate a big reception there. Aiden Bonchez able to make the tackle on that play. A lot of time left in this one, 10:35 in the first half. So that'll move the Rough Riders back. The question is how far, and it looks like a long way. So the hold was in the backfield, and they'll spot him well behind the initial line of scrimmage. Not only does it negate a first down, it puts him all the way back to the 25. Shotgun snap, looking down the field. He's got a man, and it is dropped. Dosh put a nice strike right on the hands of number 4, Max Manisow. And he had to extend a little bit for it, and you know that one, you don't have the benefit of using your body to coddle the football. It just bounces right off the gloves. So it'll be 3rd and long for the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders. And Wahpeton looking for their 3rd straight stop on the defensive side. Dosh out of the shotgun. He's got 3 wide receivers and a strong arm. He'll drop back. He's going to go for the screen play to the running back. Lots of room to run. Wahpeton trying to get up on it, and they're going to give up a first down as they play a little bit too lenient. Brandvold able to pick up 18 yards on the screen play as Wahpeton blanketing the wide receivers, not accounting for the speedy Brandvold. It's a bit of a backbreaker for the Huskies, but Red River still a lot of field to go here at their own 43. Shotgun snap off. Another wide receiver screen. This one thrown much too high for Manisow. So Manisow can't catch a break. He has the drop that would have been a touchdown 2 plays ago. And then Dosh can't hit him on the quick screen. Lots of bubble screens so far out to the sidelines from Red River. Not a whole lot of success with the bubble screens, but clearly part of their game plan. 2nd and 10. Dosh out of the shotgun. Little wheel route to the running back, and boom! Big hit here by the Huskies. That's going to keep it to just a 5-yard gain. On the hit that time for the Huskies, number 54, Rylan Flack. 6'2", 250 sophomore. Good pad level as he gets at the belt line. Uses his shoulder to upend Noah Brandvold. 3rd and 4 for the Rough Riders, and this is where they're very effective. Big bodies up front, a huge size advantage on the line. Two running backs set here. Shotgun snap is off. Looking down the field, he'll go over the middle, and he's got a man into Huskies territory at the 40. So Matt Dosh with another completion, another first down for Red Rivers. They're kind of getting their mojo back here after coughing up 14 unanswered to tie this thing on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. They'll stick with the shotgun. This time they'll go right out to the outside, and Manisow catches it, but in his grill right away is number 36 of the Wahpeton Huskies, Austin Fency. So first tackle of the game for the sophomore is Wahpeton getting the youngsters some playing time. The way the season's unfolded, that's your best bet. Kind of build this program back up to where it's been the last few years. A 7-yard completion makes it 2nd and 3 as Red River continues to move the football. Stretching the field, Manisow, he has this one, makes a move at the 10, and he's taken down at the 8. So Dosh has targeted Manisow 3 times on this drive, 4 times on this drive, 2 completions, both of them moving the sticks, and they have moved into your red zone. Red River trying to retake the lead here. We said if Wahpeton's going to win this one, it's almost certainly going to be a shootout. And maybe it's best if Red River scores quickly here and Wahpeton gets the football back with time to answer. Shotgun set, bad snap taken by Dosh, and he's going to be taken down in the backfield. So we try to get you the number of the guy on the bottom of the pile there.
He's met by several Husky defenders.
As the first one in on the hit, looked like it might have once again been Ryland Flack, joined by the leading tackler on this squad, Michael Peterson. Huskies looking for a stop here inside the ready. Red zone ball all the way down to the 7. Two running backs. They'll split out for passes. Dosh rolling left, lots of time, sees room to run. He'll go up the middle. He's going to be tackled about a yard shy of the end zone. So Dosh surveys the field. Wahpeton drops back into coverage, and they just keep drifting further and further away from the line of scrimmage, trying to protect that end zone. Dosh takes what they'll give him. 3rd and goal from the 1 yard line. Looks like the play is blown dead before the snap. Not sure if there was a timeout. It's going to be a penalty. This will be a big one. It's either going to move them about 6 inches closer, or it's going to back them up 5. Huskies running off some substitutions here, probably putting in a little jumbo package on defense, getting the big boys in. And it is a false start on the Rough Riders, so a bad mental error on 3rd and goal from the 1. And now they'll have 2 plays to score from the 6. All tied up at 14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 7:35 remaining in the first half. Timeout, Grand Forks, Red River. They want to talk it over. Presented by High Camp Construction. Once you know who we are, you won't build any other way. 3rd and goal from the 6, tied at 14. Red River trying to wrestle the lead back from these feisty Huskies on AM 1450 KBMW.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Red River calls their second timeout of the half, with Wahpeton giving them all they can handle. A big false start here on Red River pushes them back to 3rd and goal from the 6. We're all tied at 14. 7.5 to go in the first half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 2 catches on this drive already for Manasau. Let's see if Dosh targets him on the boot or if they just try to bruise it down the gut. It's a reverse. Manasau trying to evade the tackle, and he is pulled down, and it's going to be a horse collar. Wahpeton can't believe it. It looked like he was all over the shoulder pad on the jersey. They're going to call it a horse collar. Didn't look like his hands were inside the collar of the neck plate, and boy, this is a huge call. Are they going to discuss it, or are they going to just go with the penalty? Oh boy, it is a horse collar, as they say that. Isaiah Brushert got his hand inside the collar, so instead of being 4th and goal, it'll be a fresh set of downs inside the 5. Boy, a monumental break for Red River as Isaiah Brushert sniffed that one out. They'll get a fresh set of downs here. Dosh is rolling out, looking for the end zone, in trouble, nearly picked off as it falls incomplete. They've got 4th down on here, so apparently not a first down on the horse collar, which I'm not sure how that's not an automatic first down, but we're going to have 4th and goal here. So not quite as dire for the Huskies, but they do need to make a stand here. 7:11 to go, 4th and goal from the 3. Second quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. It'll be the 6th play inside the 10. Shotgun look for the Rough Riders. Wahpeton looking to hold. Dosh looking to pass. He'll roll right. Under pressure, goes to the end zone. And it is intercepted! Wahpeton walls up, makes a play, and who else? Cooper Kumo. You'd think this kid would have been starting varsity for 4 years the way he's playing out there. He rises up and jumps the route, and the Huskies hold strong in the red zone. Not only that, instead of stopping the play outside of the end zone and getting the ball with their backs against their own end zone, it gets moved out to the 20 on the touchback. So a huge play by Cooper Kumo. Fresh set it down, and the Huskies are rolling. They'll start this drive from the 20 with 7 minutes to work. All tied at 14 on your CFI scoreboard. Hand off to Peterson, looking mighty shifty as he plunges forward for about 4 yards. So Kumo with a fumble recovery and a pick in the first half.
The tackle credited to number 8, Jack Manson.
So Michael Peterson picking up 4 yards on that carry. He's had a pretty good day. He's only gotten 5 carries. He's made the most of them. 6.5 to go in the first half. 3 wide, Peterson in the backfield on the left side. Gilbertson on the RPO, and he is lit up. I don't think it would have mattered if he handed it off to Peterson because he had a man in his face, and Gilbertson tucked it and was staring right at the jersey plate of a Red River lineman. So that'll be a 4-yard loss. It'll push it back to 3rd and 10. So far on this drive, Wahpeton going nowhere after the pick in the end zone.
Huskies, 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. You'd think you have to pass here against this stout line. Gilbertson does drop back. He's going deep. He's going way downfield. One-on-one coverage, and it is bobbled and dropped by Braden Steffens. You know, you got to credit the D-back on that one, as either one of those players could have come down with the ball. A perfect pass, giving Steffens a chance to pull it in, but the coverage there by number 13, Matthew Dosh, step for step with the all-state receiver Steffens. He's able to pop it out. Boy, that was a tight spiral about 40 yards down the field. Wahpeton can't connect, and they're back to punt. Punt is off, and the lineman ran into the kicker, and the return man is popped, but they missed a flag on that as Jack Gilbertson punted it away, and the defender ran right into his legs, but no laundry on the field. And the officials are going to talk about it at midfield, but that should have been a penalty for running into the punter. Instead, Red River's going to get it at 50, at the 50-yard line. Good coverage there by the Huskies, though, right on the return man as he hauled it in. So 5.5 to go here. Red River has the football back at midfield. Dosh, another quick little bubble screen to the outside. Manasau again, little shimmy shake's going to pick him up a yard, so he avoids a loss, making the first man miss. But not much there for Red Rivers. The bubble screen, they keep going to it, not getting a lot of yards, but potentially opening up the vertical threat when they do that so often. Red River working quickly, 25 on the play clock, and here comes the snap. They try to draw Wahpeton off sides. They'll slap twice again, and they won't get it. 15 on the play clock. Down to 10. Red River trying to see what this defense is doing. Another bubble screen to the outside. And this time, splitting 2 defenders is going to be number 20, Brody Neal. So Wahpeton had him dead to rights, but he was just able to part the Red Sea and get right through the Huskies for a first down. Ball down to the Wahpeton 38. Trying to at least hit the half here, tied up. Red River marched down and threw a pick in the end zone, and they're marching again. Shotgun snap. Going over the middle of the field. He's got a man. It is caught to the 10, to the 5, and finally taken down. This time it's Kamara. It's Kamara with the big hitter. A 32-yard pass from Dosh to Kamara, and they are right back inside the red zone. Another first and goal opportunity here for Grand Forks Red River. Wahpeton did a nice job last time making Dosh scramble around, make some errant throws into the end zone, and you wonder if Red River's just going to try to hang their hat on 4 straight carries here. Nope, it'll be Dosh on the outside. He will keep. He'll cut it up the middle, and he will walk into the end zone. So Red River comes up empty-handed last time. They get a 5-yard QB keeper TD here to make it 20-14. Wahpeton will have enough time here to put a drive together if they're able to do so. But it is 20-14 Grand Forks Red River on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard as Dosh goes pretty much untouched to the right side on the QB keeper. Great game tonight here at Frank Verton Field. We'll see if they go for 2 or if they're going to kick it. They're going to kick the PAT.
Attempting the kick for point after.
Kick is away, nearly blocked. Did he get it? No good. So the Rough Riders lead by 6. It's 20-14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 4:15 to play in the first half. You're listening to AM 1450 Husky football back in 30 seconds.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
The 30-plus yard pass over the middle of the field from Dosh to Kamara gets Red River down to the 5-yard line. Dosh scampers in and makes it 20-14 Rough Riders on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Huskies set to get the kickoff with 4:15 to go in the opening half. Jack Gilbertson trying to keep the magic going. A fumble early on that led to a rushing touchdown and then a pick 6. It was 14-0. Wahpeton trading punches after that. Gilbertson a big part of that. With a rushing touchdown and a passing touchdown. Kick is away, it's a squib. Wahpeton's just going to fall on it, and they'll have great field position at about the 36-yard line.
Covering that one was Isaiah Brusher. Coming up next, Husky offense.
So 3 completions so far for Gilbertson, actually 4 completions. 3 of them going to Steffens, as they have just let their sophomore quarterback bang between the tackles on the run-pass option. He's been hanging on to the football and running for his life, as his father and head coach Wade Gilbertson said last Saturday on the sports show. Wahpeton working out of the shotgun. Peterson the lone back. Gilbertson will keep again. He's going to break the first tackle, and he's going to lunge forward, and he's only going to get about a yard.
He's up to the 35-yard line, making a stop.
So he's handling a massive amount of carries again. 11 carries in the first half for the quarterback, Jack Gilbertson. Brings up 2nd and 9. We'll recognize some of our sponsors to start off the Minn Kota Egg Products halftime show. When we come back, we'll go over the first half stats as well, as we're under 4 minutes here to play in the first half. Shotgun look for the Huskies. 4 wide. Gilbertson has been throwing the ball deep in addition to running. This time he'll keep it on the RPO, and looks like we might get a hold on the Huskies as Gilbertson gets a big run. Picks up about 7 yards, but it looks like it's going to be coming back. As we await the call from the crew. It is holding on the Huskies, so that's going to make life a whole lot tougher. And the last thing Wahpeton wants to do is get backed up into their own territory, give Red River favorable field position with time left on the clock, and a 6-point lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard.
Many cheerleaders from cheer camp. Now is the time to start making your way.
They'll have many cheerleaders from cheer camp on the field at halftime of this game. You can watch that on KBMW News Live YouTube as we head to our sponsor break at halftime. 2nd and 19 for the Huskies here. We'll see if Steffens can get some separation. They're giving him plenty of room at the line of scrimmage on the far side of your screen. Gilbertson rolls out, and he's going to go over the middle, and it looks like he's going to complete the pass. He will, as the receiver gets taken down hard right on his face. And it's going to be, they're going to say he caught it, I believe. Incomplete to Cooper Kuhlmo. So one receiver had his hand up to mark the ball. The other one said to hit the turf, and it'll be 3rd and 19 for the Huskies. So the Huskies with a 3rd and 19 all the way back at their own 25-yard line. You can pretty much air this one out because an interception down the field is just as good as a punt at this point of the half. 2:54 to play. Shotgun snap. Gilbertson will keep it, and they're going to run. So Gilbertson gets to the outside. He's got some room, breaks a tackle, up to the 40, still running, carrying a tackler. And he's going to nearly pick up a first down, and boy, this will be interesting. As Gilbertson picks up 16 of the 19. Just dragging the Rough Rider defense in front of the Huskies home bench, getting a little encouragement from his teammates. And a 4th and 2, they're going to go for it at their own 42. Big play call here for the Huskies. Man in motion. It's Brushert. Tight end checks up on the left side of the line. They're going to get a new play call here. May just be trying to draw the Rough Riders offside. 7 on the play clock. 5 on the play clock. And it doesn't look like Wahpeton's going to snap it. We'll get a timeout by the Huskies. It remains yet to be seen whether they're going to come out of this timeout and go for it on 4th and 2 at their own 42. 2:04 to play in the first half, 20-14. Red River leading Wahpeton on your CFI scoreboard. 4th and 2 when we come back from break on AM 1450 KBMW.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
Timeouts presented by High Camp Construction. Once you know who they are, you won't build any other way. Hey, my dad works there. Been working there for many decades. Great company. Contact them today for all your commercial construction needs and residential as well. 4th and 2 for the Huskies here. Will they go for it? I think they will. You know, you're 0-6. You can't be playing safe. The problem is, if you don't go for it, you give Red River the ball back. 2 minutes left on your side of the field, and the offense is heading out there. That's what I'm talking about. Wade Gilbertson, the gunslinger, rolling the dice. Jack Gilbertson out of the shotgun. 3 wide, a tight end. Peterson, the tailback. They'll snap it. They're going to pitch it to Peterson. He's got room to run. He's got to get to the line, and he doesn't get upfield. Peterson had a chance at the first down, but he stayed east-west just a second too long. Turnover on downs, as it will be a loss of 1 for Peterson. It's a nice pitch by Gilbertson as he just got it past the edge rusher, who nearly picked the pitch off. Would have had a free lane to the end zone. But as it stands, it is a turnover on down for the Huskies. And Red River's got the football at the Wahpeton 42-yard line. So Red River takes over. Chance to extend this lead to 2 scores. Lots of running room for Dosh. It closes up. He's going to make a man miss at the line of scrimmage and pick up a couple yards. Sorry about the camera work there, folks. Looking all the way across the field on this dark October night with those dark Huskies jerseys. I got to keep an eye on the camera. So it looks like he's going to pick up about 2. Dosh does, and he gets out of bounds, so he'll stop the clock with 1:51 to go in the half. And if you can hold Red River here to just a few yards on a couple plays, that's going to eat up a lot of time. They run it up the middle, breaking an arm tackle, but not getting through Peterson at the second level. That is number 7, Noah Brandvold. So he just ran right through the arm tackle, but Michael Peterson got low and stuck him. Picks up 2. Should be about 3rd and 5 here. Big 3rd down for the Huskies. They have 2 timeouts left. 3rd and 5. Dosh rolling right. He's got a man. He hits him. That'll move the sticks. Huskies keep him in bounds, and Red Rivers only has 1 timeout left, so they could use it here, and they will use it here. No, they won't, because they're going to move the chains, which stops the clock temporarily. So 1:08 to go. Red River quickly up on the line. They wind the clock back up. Ball at the 24. Handoff right side. Not fooling the Huskies as Peterson pulls him back. That time wrapping up Brandvold for a gain of 2. Clock still running. Red River hanging on to that timeout. 49 seconds to go in the first half. You got to think about looking for the end zone here soon. And Dosh has a man over the middle. It's caught, taken down at the 4-yard line. They will call that timeout. Looks like the wide receiver is down with an injury. That was Oliver Piper hauling that one in. A 6-foot, 190-pound tight end. He's a junior. He just found a soft spot in that Husky zone. He takes it all the way down to the 4. And I believe that Red River burned their timeout before the injury timeout, so that should be off the board. They should be out of timeouts, but they will tend to Piper, who is cramping, and we'll be back in about 30 seconds on AM 1450. Huskies trail 2014 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Red River 4 yards away from extending the lead before half.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
Piper's going to jog off the field after that cramp, and I'm not sure if they gave that timeout to Red River. They called it before the injury timeout, but they may have one left. As it stands, 1st and goal from the 4. Red River with the football. 32 seconds. They don't use the timeout, and Dosh will roll left, and he will just glide into the end zone. So back-to-back rushing touchdowns for Matt Dosh. He also has a pick 6. He's doing it all, and it's 26-14. Red River on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. That's a backbreaker for the Huskies as there's only 24 seconds left in the opening half. Huskies likely going to, take a shot downfield when they get the football back. You don't want to turn it over again either. So 26-14, Red River will go for 2 here. Breckenridge Cowboys, by the way, up 21-0, business as usual, still in the second quarter against New York Mills. Having a fine homecoming night. That is on KBMW News Live YouTube as well right now, and it looks like the glitching issues with the video have resolved. 2-point conversion attempt coming up for Red River. Dosh will roll right, looking to pass. He'll go back left again, a man all alone. He's going to lay on his back and watch the football land in his lap. Great catch in the end zone. Looked like it was Manasau that time. It is 28-14 Red River on your CFI scoreboard. Back in 30 seconds with the final 30 seconds of half number 1 in Wahpeton.
Superior Builders is a proud sponsor of tonight's Breckenridge baseball game. Brian Bernades and his team of building pros are ready to meet your needs. Superior Builders of Wahpeton has served farmers, ranchers, commercial businesses, and home builders throughout North Dakota since 2005. With a focus on providing economical, durable, and aesthetically pleasing pole buildings, Superior Builders has built a reputation for quality work and satisfied clients. Contact Superior Builders today to get started on your dream building by calling 701-238-7740.
So Red River watched some film last week. Apparently, saw Caden Barth take a 96-yard kick return to the house. They have not kicked anything deep. It's all been short to the sideline in a sea of white, just rushing towards the return man. And we also had a little squib kick to the second level here as well. So 24 seconds left. Red River takes a 28-14 lead on your CFI scoreboard, representing Ottawa Owners as we near halftime here at Frank Verton Field. Red River set to kick it off. Steffens and Barth back deep, if you could call it that. They're right at about the 20-yard line, and this one's going to be a line drive that will get all the way through to the back line, and Steffens able to pick it up, keep a hand on the ground. He's got some room to run. He's got a blocker at midfield. Steffens might go at the 40, at the 20. Braden Steffens, house call. Huskies are back, baby. 28-20. Braden Steffens goes nearly 80 yards on the squib kick, and that thing rolled up to him. He fell over. He was able to crawl on all fours and pick it up without touching his knee on the ground, in the Huskies with a highlight reel play. 14 seconds left to go in the half. We talked about him not kicking it deep, and that line drive squib kick made it all the way back to Braden Steffens, and the senior superstar makes Red River pay dearly. 28-20, Wahpeton back in this ball game. Michael Peterson attempting the point after, and it'll be a big one here for Wahpeton as they try to cut it to 7. Peterson's kick, a line drive, and it doinks off the middle crossbar. Wahpeton still within one score here after the Braden Steffens return. And boy, he picked it up, got one block, got as close to the sideline as he could, and ran in a straight line all the way down to the other end of the field. Back in 30 seconds, final 14 seconds of the first half coming up. Huskies 20, Red River 28 on your CFI scoreboard. What a game so far, folks.
You know, Mom and Dad's favorite season is autumn. Crisp air, changing leaves, and a cozy life at Twin Town Villa.
That's for sure. Since they moved into Twin Town Villa, the change has been amazing.
Yeah, they're so relaxed and comfortable now.
And we've got the peace of mind, knowing that they're surrounded by kindness and security.
That's a great warm feeling as the weather gets cooler.
When the decision moves towards assisted living, fall into caring comfort.
It's not an easy decision, but at Twin Town Villa, it's the best decision all around. No matter what the season, you're never alone at Twin Town Villa.
We talked about Wahpeton needing to score points to stay in this, that it would probably be a shootout tonight with how much the defense has given up this year. That's what we're getting. 28-20 Red River, 14 seconds left in the first half. Braden Steffens goes about 78 yards on the kick return touchdown for Wahpeton, his second touchdown of the game, first one a 35-yard receiving score. Hope you took the over on this one, as we got a lot of points on the board, 48 of them in the opening half. Line drive kick to the front line, batted down by Red River, rolling around. Wahpeton jumps in there. Who's got the football? Both teams pointing. A fight for the football. Who's got it? And Red River able to get it. An absolute laser to the front row, and you could hear that just thud off the gloves of the front line. Wahpeton unable to recover it, and Red River has 8 seconds to go. 60 yards here as they'll get the ball at the 40. Boy, Wahpeton fighting, just not giving up in this one. Down 14-0, down 28-14, and they've cut it to a single score. 8 seconds to go in the first half. See if Red River's got one more trick up their sleeve. They're going to go with that screen. Manisow, he catches it with both knees on the ground. And that's going to do it for the first half, or are we going to get that final timeout out of Red River? So this is a big one here. Red River called a timeout last time they were inside the 5-yard line, and then a player went down with a cramp, so they didn't make him use it. I'm not sure how that goes. Otherwise, you just start cramping every time you got one timeout left. But they still have one. They burn it here, and they will get one shot at the end zone with 3 seconds to go in the first half. We'll stay right here for this High Camp Construction timeout. What a half so far for both of these teams. Red River coming in at 3-3, coming off a big win over Central Cass. They beat them 16-14. And Braden Steffens with the play of the game so far, a 78-yard kick return touchdown, as it looked like Wahpeton was going to hit the half down 2 scores. They still got a hold here, as you think that Red River might go for something over the middle in the short areas and try to get some blocks and take it upfield, maybe a lateral opportunity at the end, or they might just send 4 wide, everybody on a post. down the field to the end zone. There will be one more play left in this half. 28-20 Red River on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. As we just saw David Erlinson run in for another touchdown for the Cowboys, and that kid's going to go over 1,000 yards rushing tonight, most likely, in the Cowboys' 7th game of the season, and they are just beating New York Mills up 27-0 in the first half. So here comes the final play of the first half. Red River from their own 36, dropping back, sending everybody deep. It's going to be a Hail Mary, it looks like. Actually, Dosh, he's going to run, he's going to throw it deep. Here it comes. Ball all the way down to the 10. Intercepted by Braden Steffens with a chance to return. He gets a block. Steffens out to the 35. Room to run. Steffens to midfield. Nowhere to go now. They get the last laugh in the first half. Boy, 28-20 Red River on your CFI scoreboard. Are you having fun yet? Thanks for joining us on the i3G Sports Network and watching on KBMW News Live YouTube, listening on AM 1450 in your car, in your shop, in your home, and on the app. We'll be back in a couple minutes with the halftime show as we go over the very unofficial stats. We'll take a quick break to recognize our sponsors. Second half, could be a brawl here at Frank Verton Field.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Is insurance just a monthly payment to you? If so, remember why it's really there. To protect the life you love. Choose a company that sees you more than a policy number. When you work with a Country Financial rep, you get more out of your insurance. More personalized home and car coverage to protect what matters most to you. More guidance without all the industry jargon. And more confidence that a real person will show up if something goes wrong. I'm Casey Formnack, your Country rep here in the Wahpeton area. I care about people in this community, and I'll take the time to get to know you so I can help protect you and your family. Call me at 701-353-6071 to experience more. Again, that's 701-353-6071.
Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
A remodel, addition, or new construction resembles a puzzle. You look at the edges, the colors, and what you envision as a finished work of art. Showplace Cabinetry, available at Dakota Cabinetry, can help you worry about one last piece of the puzzle. Do you have a picture in mind? Dakota Cabinetry can make your next project complete by offering countertops, custom tile backsplashes, custom tile showers, and flooring too. Stop by our showroom located at 898 8th Avenue South in Wahpeton, or call 642-2100 to check out Showplace Cabinetry.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, it's Amanda at Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. Brrr! Old Man Winter is right around the corner. Beat him to the punch. Call me, Amanda, and schedule a time to have your heating fuels filled. We thank you for your business.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Fall is here, and Gripper Sports Store has you covered. Check out their brand new fall sports apparel and gear up for the season. And it's not just sports. Grippers also offers professional inscription work for your business attire. Look sharp on the field and in the office with Gripper Sports Store.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior cost. Call 642-5948.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
What a finish to the first half for the Wahpeton Huskies, down by 2 scores with 14 seconds left. Braden Steffens takes a squib kick, falls down, bobbles it at the 20, able to keep his knee off the ground, pick it up, and go 78 yards up the sideline for a kick return touchdown. Red River gets the ball back with 14 seconds. They get down to 3 seconds. They throw a Hail Mary heave for the end zone. It is picked off at the 10-yard line by Braden Steffens. Took it back 45 yards, nearly broke it loose for a score with no time on the clock, but he was wrestled down at the 45-yard line. Huskies trail Red River 28-20 at the break on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Welcome to the Minn Kota Egg Products Halftime Show, your #1 grain marketing and agriculture supply company. What a game so far for the Huskies. Let's go over the State Farm Stat Report presented by agents Matt and Amanda Frederick as I catch my breath after a long walk down the stairs here at Frank Verton Field. So Jack Gilbertson, the sophomore QB, he has completed 4 passes for 67 yards and a touchdown, the 35-yard touchdown to Braden Steffens. Michael Peterson, the lead back, nice yards per carry once again for Mike, 6 carries for 29 yards, a long of 12. And Jack Gilbertson, we got to tally up his rushing yards. We'll do that after the break. Receiving, Braden Steffens has 3 of the 4 catches. He has 59 yards and a touchdown. So 3 catches, 59 yards. 3 catches, 54 yards, excuse me. No, that's not right. 69 yards, excuse me. 3 catches, 69 yards for Braden Steffens, who is now over 500 receiving yards on the season. 500 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns for the senior returning All-Stater. Caden Barth with the other one, a 4-yard reception. Caden Barth also with a sack, his 2nd of the season. And Braden Steffens with his 2nd interception of the season, his 1st kick return touchdown, and his 7th receiving touchdown of the season. So a big game for a couple players. Cooper Kuhlmo, maybe the biggest impact player here in the first half. He had an interception in the end zone that kept Wahpeton in this game on 4th and goal from the 3-yard line. And Kuhlmo also had a pass breakup on 3rd and long to force a punt, and he had a fumble recovery on another 3rd and long on another pass breakup by the Huskies where they jarred the ball loose after the reception. So Cooper Kuhlmo, the sophomore, yet to catch a ball in this game. He's over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns on the season as a receiver, but he has a fumble recovery and a pick, and he has just been a menace in the secondary. Wahpeton will hit the second half here with more momentum than a locomotive against Red River, a team coming off a win over a ranked Central Cass squad on the road in the Squirrels' Den, 16-14. They've already given up more points to the Huskies. Only thing is the Huskies' defense giving up a crooked number again. But they're in it. It's 28-20 Grand Forks Red River. When we come back, we'll talk about Jack Gilbertson's rushing numbers as he has handled a heavy workload again out of the shotgun with more than a handful of QB keepers. Good game tonight from Frank Verton Field. Wahpeton looking for their first win of the season. They're right in the thick of it. 28-20 Grand Forks Red River on your CFI scoreboard. Back in a couple minutes on the Minn Kota Egg Products Halftime Show.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643 1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
Superior Builders is a proud sponsor of tonight's Breckenridge baseball game. Brian Bernades and his team of building pros are ready to meet your needs. Superior Builders of Wahpeton has served farmers, ranchers, commercial businesses, and home builders throughout North Dakota since 2005. With a focus on providing economical, durable, and aesthetically pleasing pole buildings, Superior Builders has built a reputation for quality work and satisfied clients. Contact Superior Builders today to get started on your dream building by calling 701-238-7740.
You know, Mom and Dad's favorite season is autumn. Crisp air, changing leaves, and a cozy life at Twin Town Villa.
That's for sure. Since they moved into Twin Town Villa, the change has been amazing.
Yeah, they're so relaxed and comfortable now.
And we've got the peace of mind, knowing that they're surrounded by kindness and security.
That's a great warm feeling as the weather gets cooler.
When the decision moves towards assisted living, fall into caring comfort.
It's not an easy decision, but at Twin Town Villa, it's the best decision all around. No matter what the season, you're never alone at Twin Town Villa. AM 1450, KDMW Breckenridge Wahpeton, and FM 94.3 K232 FH Breckenridge, the voice of the valley.
Officially 75 yards on that Braden Steffens kick return touchdown. So we got to go back and see who laid the block for him. I'll see if I can do that right now for you folks. So my apologies if you hear my voice in the background as we watch back to the kickoff. As Steffens bobbled it, picked it up at the 25, got a block from Isaiah Brushert, got another one upfield by Rylan Flack, and that's all he needed was 2 blocks as Flack put the boom on 2 different defenders to open that up, and Steffens made it a 1-score game, nearly tied it with a pick return for a touchdown, but he was tripped up just on the other side of midfield. So we got 3 minutes left to go on the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show, your #1 grain marketing and agriculture supply company, and we got a shootout on our hands, folks. 28-20 might be the same way the Panthers and Dallas Cowboys game looks tomorrow. No defense going to be forecasted in that one, and that's my kind of game. So let's see if Wahpeton can come up with a couple key stops here in the second half. As I said earlier, Steffens with a 35-yard receiving touchdown, a 75-yard return touchdown for Braden Steffens, and a 45-yard interception return before the half to thwart the Hail Mary attempt. So 2 picks for Dosh for Red River. He also has 2 rushing touchdowns and a passing touchdown and a pick 6. So 4 touchdowns for Dosh here. No, he's got 3 touchdowns. The other touchdown came by number 7, Noah Brandvold. So Brandvold with a rushing touchdown, 2 QB keepers for Matthew Dosh, and a pick 6 for Matthew Dosh as well. So their quarterback and their field general at linebacker getting it done. But Jack Gilbertson, after a fumble and a pick 6 in the opening minutes here of this game that put Wahpeton down 14-0, he has righted the ship. He is the captain of this offense. And they've made that very clear as he got banged up last week and Trey King played the rest of the game. Played pretty well, threw a touchdown pass to Braden Steffens. But they put Jack Gilbertson back there, maybe back in danger with all these RPOs. But, man, that kid is tough. It doesn't matter if he's banged up. He's going to go out there and give you a chance to fight and win. We saw that at Devil's Lake when he scored 4 touchdowns in his first ever varsity start this season. That was a tough 6-point loss. One of the many games that could have absolutely turned Wahpeton's season around, and this one would be huge for program morale, and it would be huge going into a matchup next week against Kindred. One more break here. It's 28-20 at the half, about 60 seconds away. Grand Forks Red River on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, representing auto owners, and we're representing all you sports fans here in the southern Red River Valley on the I3G Sports Network.
Everybody likes discounts, and really, who doesn't want to save money, especially on their auto insurance? Hi, I'm Carson Zard, a Nodak Insurance Company agent in Wahpeton, North Dakota. Talk to me about how we can save you money by taking advantage of our multi-vehicle, multi-line, EFT, safe driver, and good student discounts. Call 701-642-9251 for your quote. I'm Carson Zard, your agent with answers. I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call for a quote today.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what Quality Recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Egeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
Breckenridge Cowboys across the river showing why they're the number 1 ranked team in the state of Minnesota for Class 1A football as they lead 34-0 on New York Mills in the team's homecoming game. It's still the second quarter, folks. So Breckenridge probably going to get some youngsters in the second half. They got the starting offense out there now as Gavin Hoffert just picked up a catch. David Erlinson with another touchdown earlier in the game. And now as we see Avery Smith over in Breckenridge with a big carry as well. And no shortage of playmakers on that Breckenridge football team. 34-0 as they're running away again. They're 6-0 on the season. Final game for Breckenridge will come next Wednesday. Little midweek 6 p.m. game at Monaga, and I'll be traveling with Turner Blofis for that game because we're putting together a special presentation, a video highlight that will debut before the team's first playoff video stream in section playoffs. They're going to take on a Monaga team who's not doing very well this year, so Breckenridge in the driver's seat for an undefeated regular season and a number 1 seed in section playoffs. So we got the tight game here. Breckenridge has the blowout over on KBMW News Live YouTube. And we got a 28-20 barn burner between Red River and Wahpeton. Wahpeton falling behind by 14 on 2 separate occasions. Just won't go into the night quietly as it cools off here outside. A beautiful evening at the top of the bleachers on Frankfurten Field. You can check out the video stream right now on KBMW News Live YouTube. We got about 90 seconds. They put some extra time up on the clock. Kids trying to stay warm out there. Braden Steffens, interception. Kick return touchdown, receiving touchdown. Jack Gilbertson, 12 carries for 88 yards and a touchdown. Cooper Kumo with a fumble recovery and a pick in the end zone. And Wahpeton is getting the plays they need to stay in it against a program of high lineage, high pedigree in Red River, who was state runner-up a year ago. We'll take a quick break, folks. When we come back, it's time for the second half kickoff. Huskies trail by 8 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. I'm Robert Wanick. And I've already lost my voice. I haven't done a broadcast in a couple weeks, so bear with me here, folks, because this one could go down to the wire coming out of the break on AM 1450 KBMW.
Fall is here, and Gripper Sports Store has you covered. Check out their brand new fall sports apparel and gear up for the season. And it's not just sports. Grippers also offers professional inscription work for your business attire. Look sharp on the field and in the office with Gripper Sports Store.
OSPTI promotes specialized and extended training of therapists to better treat orthopedic injuries. OSPTI offers pool therapy to promote early return to activity and sport training, and also can enhance and challenge return to sport conditions. OSPTI promotes wellness progression with aftercare programs and programs open to the public, such as return to sport training, athletic enhancement, adult fitness classes, gym and pool memberships, and aquatic exercise classes for a patient to continue their wellness journey. Start your wellness journey by calling OSPTI today, 218-641-7725.
Time to kick off the second half. Wahpeton trailed this one 28-14. They've cut it to 28-20, and they'll get the football. Braden Steffens, last time he touched the kickoff, he went 75 yards up the left sideline. Big blocks by Rylan Flack and Isaiah Brushard on that. Kick is away. They will kick this one short, and it may go out of bounds, and the Huskies will get excellent field position on the flag. And we'll see if they elect for re-kick. No, they're gonna take the penalty, it looks like. So the kick goes out of bounds, shaking in their boots after Braden Steffens lit up the night sky with that kick return right before half. Just 24 seconds left in the half when he took that one to the house. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the officials are trying to figure out where the ball gets spotted on this. So we've got a break and play here, folks. Bear with us. Second half underway on the i3G Sports Network. And, you know, not the worst thing to happen to Red River is that just puts the ball at the 36-yard line. So the Huskies take over out of that gun formation. Michael Peterson, right side backfield. Steffens all alone up top, 2 wide down low. It is Coolmo and Barth. Brusher at the tight end. This time they'll give it to Peterson, try to establish the run game. Not much there, maybe a yard. As Peterson will get 1 yard. So Peterson, 7 carries for 30 yards, just over 4 a carry, right on his season average. You'd love to see that young man get in the end zone tonight. Big drive for Wahpeton, a chance to even this ball game up. Trips up high. They'll hand it off to Peterson up the middle. He gets hit, rolls off the tackle, and picks up about 3 more. That's a big 5-yard carry from Peterson. That was a meat and potatoes style run from Mike Peterson, flexing his muscles. Picking up about 5 yards. Third and 4 for the Huskies. We'll see if this RPO from Gilbertson can open up something sneaky to one of the receivers. Maybe they can get behind the defense. Everybody bunched up on the line here. Barth, the lone receiver on the outside. Gilbertson drops the RPO, and he's going to be popped in the backfield for a big loss. So Gilbertson getting a little excited, trying to pick up a 3rd and 4. Saw the left side wide open, and he just couldn't tuck the snap. So that'll bring up 4th down and long for the Huskies. They'll have to punt it away on the opening drive of the second half. And that's going to shunt some of the momentum here for Wahpeton, no doubt about it. As Gilbertson drops back to punt here. 4th and 10. Brody Neal back to return. Feet at the 30-yard line. Gilbertson with a booming punt. As Neal takes off, it's going to take a Huskies bounce, but it's going to go out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. So decent punt, flips the field a bit. Red River's going to take over after a 3-and-out by your Wahpeton Huskies. 10:32 to go in the third quarter. 28-20 Red River on your CFI scoreboard, representing auto owners. And that Breckenridge game, as we talked during the halftime show, not much of a game. 34-0 last time I checked, and still in the first half. Breckenridge dominating, trying to retain that #1 ranking through the regular season. Red River in a run formation here as they go under center. They'll hand it off to the fullback. There's the up back, Noah Brandfold, and he takes it for about 4 yards. We've seen this with Wahpeton, the D-line. They're also the O-line. You don't have any reinforcements coming in, and these guys wear down in the third quarter, and teams know that, and they start to run the football more. This time they'll go for that bubble screen to the wideout on the left side. Huskies late getting over there. That's going to be a 1st down on the completion. So they'll go to Neal, and he'll pick up exactly the yardage he needs to move the sticks.
That pass and catch is good for a Rider 1st down.
So the Rough Riders, they love that bubble screen, and it really opens up the downfield threats we've seen already. Manasau, the favorite target downfield. Kamara with a couple big catches as well. Patrick Goulon yelling at his defense, trying to get him in the right spot here for Wahpeton. Shotgun set. Snap is away. Handoff. A lot of running room up the middle. Bouncing off Anderson and picking up about 15. Big carry for Brandvold. And Wahpeton's got to find a way to bottle up these backfields in the second half. That has been an issue this year, giving up a litany of 150-plus yard rushers. Decent job against the run in the first half. The pass had its moments. We're going to get a false start. Both wide receivers taken off on a go route. As it looks like Red River was going to try to air one out there, but it's going to be a false start. They had such a great jump on the Wahpeton D backs, and it's because they went a little early. I'll have the Giants Sports Show tomorrow morning as well, folks, so tune in at 9 a.m. as we will talk to Wahpeton head coach Wade Gilbertson about this game. We will also talk to Breckenridge head coach Carson Yagi, Breckenridge head volleyball coach Margaret Kruger, and Wahpeton girls golf coach Jeff Ralph as his team finished 7th at the state tournament. Clara Langenwalter, his senior leader, finishing 12th at the state tournament, a high watermark for her. So 1st and 15 for the Rough Riders, their third false start tonight. And they'll run a play-action boot to the right side. Dosh has got some room to run. He's going to tuck it. He's just going to get out of bounds. So Dosh covered more ground east-west than he did north-south, and he's going to pick up about 3. That'll bring up, he's going to pick up about 5 maybe. Pick up 6. Generous spot for Dosh. 2nd and 9 as they have the ball at midfield. Wahpeton needs a stop here, trailing 28-20 early in the third quarter. On your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, shotgun snap to Dosh is off. He'll go with the quick hitter again to Manisow. Manisow will actually take a step backwards. He'll go back forward and regain the yardage, but not much there. So that'll bring up a 3rd down here for Red River. Isaac Anderson on the stop for Wahpeton. Jordan Ralph and the rest of the Wahpeton coaching staff pumping up their hands, telling the crowd to get loud on 3rd down. 3rd and about 6 for Red River. Dropping back is Dosh. Evades pressure. Anderson will chase on the outside. Dosh goes downfield. Wide open man is Brandvold. And Brandvold is going to be able to haul it in, goes to the ground, gets his shoulder pad inbounds all the way down to the Wahpeton 19. And that puts Red River inside the red zone. They go for it all on 3rd and 6, and they pick up a massive chunk. Pick up over 30 yards on that pass. They're in scoring territory. Dosh with the handoff to Brandvold, and he's going to break free on the ankle tackle. Good job getting in the backfield by Peterson. Just no help from his Husky teammates. Slowed Brandvold up, but nobody at the second level ready to finish off the play. Red River getting everything they want on their first drive of the second half, taking up some time while they do it. Under 8 minutes to go in the third quarter, 28-20 Rough Riders on your CFI scoreboard.
Five-yard gain for the Riders on 1st down brings up 2nd and 5. Ball spotted at the Huskies 14.
2nd and 5 from the Wahpeton 14-yard line. Dosh is under center. Dosh rolls left. He's got room to run. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. He does pick up enough.
Rushes once again. Hunter Belke brings him down, but not before a Rough Rider 1st down.
So Hunter Belke in on the tackle for the Huskies, and that'll bring up 1st and goal. All the way down to the Wahpeton 8-yard line. 7.5 to play here in Wahpeton. Rough Riders trying to extend the lead to 2 scores for the 3rd time tonight. Dosh under center. Handoff, right side, Brandvold. Nothing there, eaten alive by a pile of Huskies. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. A good job there, shifting his body off the contact. Both 3 Huskies had arms on him, but Brandvold so good about falling forward. And it will be 2nd and goal from the 7. He does get positive yardage there somehow. Wahpeton's been decent inside the 10 tonight. And they got to bring their best here, stay in this ball game. Wahpeton I believe they've yet to score in the third quarter of a single game this year. Half the third quarter already elapsed. Shotgun snap. Dosh rolls left side, looking for that pylon. Cuts up, and he'll get his third rushing touchdown of the ball game. Matthew Dosh, 4 total scores, 3 on the ground, 1 on an interception from his linebacker spot, and he gives Red River a 34-20 lead here on Wahpeton. Dosh playing big tonight. 4 scores for the Rough Riders, 34-20. They'll kick it here. Trying to extend the lead to 15. Kick is up. Right down Broadway. 35-20. Red River scores first in the third quarter, and Wahpeton, they don't have much time to finish out their third quarter with their first score in the third quarter this season. Is got to find a way to break that third quarter drought here. It's 35-20 Red River on your CFI scoreboard. Wahpeton set to get the kickoff in about 30 seconds. You're listening to AM 1450 KBMW.
You know, Mom and Dad's favorite season is autumn. Crisp air, changing leaves, and a cozy life at Twin Town Villa.
That's for sure. Since they moved into Twin Town Villa, the change has been amazing.
Yeah, they're so relaxed and comfortable now.
And we've got the peace of mind, knowing that they're surrounded by kindness and security.
That's a great warm feeling as the weather gets cooler.
When the decision moves towards assisted living, fall into caring comfort.
It's not an easy decision, but at Twin Town Villa, it's the best decision all around. No matter what the season, you're never alone at Twin Town Villa.
Matt Dosh takes the shotgun snap and runs into the end zone for his third touchdown of the game on offense, in addition to his pick 6. And it's 35-20 Red River. Wahpeton just trying to stay within 1 score. They've come back from down 2 scores twice. They're looking to do it for a third time here. Last kickoff went out of bounds, trying to keep it away from the dangerous return tandem of Barth and Steffens. And this kickoff is going to bounce. It'll be bobbled by Barth, and he's going to go down to 2 knees, and that's going to be a killer for the Huskies as they'll take it inside their own 25. So that was a great kickoff as they got it in between the third and fourth line. It was a tweener where Barth couldn't get it in the air. It bounced right in front of him, kind of like a short hop when you're playing infield in baseball. All he could do was jump on it. 35-20 Red River. Wahpeton with the football from their 23-yard line. 6:16 to go in the third quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 3 wide for the Huskies. Not much doing through the air today, minus a 35-yard strike from Gilbertson to Steffens. Gilbertson on the RPO. He's got some room on the outside. He gets a block at the 30. Cuts it up. 35. Nice jump cuts here by Jack Gilbertson. Took the first 7 yards they gave him, cut it up for the next 3 yards. Let's see how many he got in total. 14-yard run for Jack Gilbertson, and that puts him over 100 for the day. 13 carries, 102 yards for Gilbertson. Huskies with the ball at the 37. High snap, Gilbertson picks it one-handed. Nice little out route here. Caught on the sideline by Aiden Bonchez. So Aiden Bonchez with his first catch of the night. Nice little quick play to get down in distance, more manageable. 5-yard reception for Bonchez. Third Wahpeton Husky with a reception tonight. He joins Steffens and Barth. 2nd and 5 for the Huskies. From the 42. 3 wide again, 2 high. Bonchez all alone down low. RPO, Gilbertson keeps it, gets a nice block, bounces off a defender, stiff arm. Gilbertson is loose to the 40, to the 30. There goes Jack to the 10. A race to the pylon, and he wins it. Jack Gilbertson waves the checkered flag. That is a massive touchdown, and Wahpeton once again with a counterpunch. 35-26. Jack Gilbertson with a huge block at the line as Luke Anderson laid on top of his defender with a pancake, a little bit of syrup on top. Big time play and Gilbertson takes it all the way up the sideline. That's going to be a 58-yard touchdown run for Jack Gilbertson with 159 yards rushing, 160 yards rushing, we'll call it. And the Huskies will go for 2 and try to tie this thing up, or try to make it a 7-point game, excuse me. They'll work out of the shotgun again. Gilbertson takes the high snap, rolls to his left. Nobody open. He'll throw it to the back of the end zone, a little bit behind his receiver. So I'm a little bit behind on the camera as well. So Wahpeton trails by 9. It remains a 2-score game, but what an electric play. Block at the line. Gilbertson does the rest, bouncing off a leg tackle, throwing a stiff arm for good measure. 35-26. The Wahpeton offense is back to putting up points in bunches tonight. We'll be back in 30 seconds on AM 1450, KBMW.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Jack Gilbertson bounces off a couple tackles, gets a great block at the line of scrimmage from Luke Anderson, takes it 58 yards to the crib. Can't get the 2-point conversion, however, so Wahpeton down by 9. It's 35-26. 5:17 to go in the third quarter on your CFI scoreboard. Wahpeton set to kick off. The offense is back. It's going to be an onside. It's going to go the distance, and it looks like Wahpeton's fighting for it on the ground. Red River pretty confident they got it, and Wahpeton, a golden opportunity appears to be missed. A beautiful onside kick, straightforward end over end. Wahpeton had it for a moment. Red River wrestles it away at the bottom of the pile. Got to give the Huskies credit, facing a top-tier program in Red River, pulling out all the stops. And a man is down on the ground. Man on the bottom of the pile there trying to pull the fumble out, gets the worst of it. So we try to see who that is. Looks like his arm got rolled up on. We can't see with these dark digital camo jerseys. We'll take an injury timeout here. Wahpeton nearly gets the onside kick, but Red River will have the football at their own 47-yard line when we come back on AM 1450 KBMW.
Is insurance just a monthly payment to you? If so, remember why it's really there. To protect the life you love. Choose a company that sees you more than a policy number. When you work with a Country Financial rep, you get more out of your insurance. More personalized home and car coverage to protect what matters most to you. More guidance without all the industry jargon. And more confidence that a real person will show up if something goes wrong. I'm Casey Formnack, your country rep here in the Wahpeton area. I care about people in this community, and I'll take the time to get to know you so I can help protect you and your family. Call me at 701-353-6071 to experience more. Again, that's 701-353-6071.
Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
Fall is here, and Gripper Sports Store has you covered. Check out their brand new fall sports apparel and gear up for the season. And it's not just sports. Grippers also offers professional inscription work for your business attire. Look sharp on the field and in the office with Gripper Sports Store.
Looks like the injured Husky is getting off the field. Maybe Isaiah Brushert. Again, these jerseys really hard to read here with these dark jerseys on. Looks like number 18, Isaiah Brushert. So the Huskies back on defense after the failed onside kick, but man, it was close. Fight on the bottom of the pile. Some nasty things happen down there. Everybody scratching and clawing for the football. Red River comes away with it. So Red River takes over at their own 47, up 35-26 on your CFI scoreboard. We're down to 5:11 in the third quarter. Fakes the toss. Dosh rolls left. Nobody covering that side of the field. And he's going to be tackled after a massive gain of 15. The entire Wahpeton defense moved to the right on the fake pitch. Dosh just jogged for 15 yards effortlessly. So great play design there by Red River, and they're right back up to the line. Snap is off. Here's that bubble screen. Manasau left side. Makes one man miss. He'll pick up 1 yard. So good job by the second wave of Huskies coming in to help the defensive back there. A couple linebackers in on the tackle. Caden Barth with the tackle. Add that to his sack from earlier in the game. Under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Red River has 2nd and 10. Handoff this time, stumbling, fumbling, bumbling forward for a few yards. As Noah Brandvold makes the most of that one, picks up 4. That'll bring up a crucial 3rd down here for the Huskies. It'll be 3rd down and a long 6. Lots of big plays in this one. This would be a great time for Wahpeton to jump a route and get a turnover. Dosh dropping back, rolling right, looking downfield. He's going to go on the intermediate route, and he's got a 1st down. This time again, this time it's to number 20. So he completes it to Brody Neal. And talk about a group of wide receivers here. You got Neal, you got Manasau, you got Kamara. Brandvold can go out on the flats. Just don't know what they're going to come at you with. Red River has got a lot of playmakers and a 1st down at the 36. This time it's a handoff. Nice cut. Left, right, back up the middle. Stiff arm. Brandvold still falling forward all the way down to the Huskies' 12-yard line. Wahpeton defense, no answer for the Red River playmakers tonight. Whether it's the QB keeping it, and once we get into the red zone here, it probably will be Dosh keeping it. He just does such a good job rolling out, and he keeps running away from the defense until he sees a break in the secondary or a hole where he can keep it. 1st and 10 from the 11. Here goes Dosh on the left side. He's got a lead block. Dosh looking for his 4th rushing score. He's going to get close, and he's pulled down at the 4-yard line. So Matt Dosh like a Mack truck. So that'll actually be 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line as they mark the last play down at the 10. So we've got 2nd and goal from the 4. Dosh under center. He's going to hand it off. Brandvold wants in on the scoring. Hanging on to his ankle for dear life and making the tackle is Michael Peterson. Nearly getting the 1st down, and it is not 3rd and goal, excuse me. It is 3rd and 1. The line to gain is the 1. So 3rd and 1 here, a little bunch set. QB keeper from Dosh. He's going to dive into the end zone. 4 rushing scores for Dosh, and he is making it mighty hard for the Huskies to keep this a 1-score game. Lead has been extended to 15. It is 41-26 Rough Riders on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And when you're 0-6, you know, you got to be happy that your offense is going again if you're Wahpeton. The defense got some work to do. 41-26 Red River on your CFI scoreboard. 3:32 to go in the third quarter. Red River can just kick the PAT here. And it is blocked. PAT is blocked by Isaiah Brushard, I believe, so keeps the score at 41-26. 15-point game. And another injury. This time it's a Rough Rider, so both teams already banged up coming into this game and coming out worse. We'll take a quick break for the injury. When Wahpeton comes back, they'll be getting the football on the kickoff. They trail 41-26. Still a lot of game left, folks. 3:32 to go in the third quarter on your CFI scoreboard, representing Auto Owners Insurance.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
Huskies with some big scoring plays tonight. Jack Gilbertson with a QB keeper, and the second QB keeper even better as he goes 58 yards for a touchdown, a 35-yard receiving touchdown for Steffens, and a 75-yard return touchdown for Steffens as well. But they trail 41-26. Hoping for one more of those splash plays here before the finale of the third quarter to get back in it. Exciting game tonight, folks, on KBMW News Live YouTube. As Red River kicks off, this time it'll be another short one. Barth takes it, and he is hit immediately. Gets out to about the 32-yard line. So they've done a great job trying to neutralize the return game of the Huskies. But all you can do is minimize Braden Steffens. You can't hold him down for a whole game, and he was able to break one loose. Clock is running here, so they're going to have to adjust that as the clock is running after the kickoff. And we will get an official stoppage here. There should be about 3:14 on the clock as it runs all the way down to 3 minutes. Tomorrow on the air, folks, NDSCS football, ranked number 2 in the country for NJCAA D3. They're undefeated. They travel to face a very good Central Lakes team up in Brainerd. Central Lakes coming off a big win over number 4 ranked Minnesota West. So they're riding high. NDSCS hoping to bring him back down to earth. All right, they'll put half the time that ran off the clock back on. 3:07 to go in the third quarter. Jack Gilbertson led Huskies back on the field. Shotgun snap, handoff Peterson. Peterson hit at the line of scrimmage. Shimmy shakes his way for about 5. Can't talk enough about this kid's tough running. Behind a banged up line with a bunch of sophomores and senior leader Luke Anderson. Nine carries for 40 yards for Mike Peterson tonight. Gilbertson working out of the shotgun. 3 receivers on your screen side. He's going to go over the middle to Steffens. He'll catch it, quickly turn upfield for a big gain. 8-yard gain for a first down. Just Gilbertson's 5th completion as he's done most of the damage with his legs tonight. Steffens' 4th catch. So he's up to 77 yards through the air. Over 500 on the season. 2:20 to go in the third quarter. 4 wide for Wahpeton. Trailing by 15 on your CFI scoreboard. Gilbertson straight drop back under pressure. Trying to avoid the sack. Gets loose on the right. He'll throw way downfield. He's got a man. And it is dropped at the 12-yard line. An absolute precision strike. But it is dropped. I'm trying to see who the intended receiver was down there. It looks like it was Isaiah Brushert, so the tight end gets loose all the way downfield, and Gilbertson lets it fly about 38 yards in the air, right on the money, but he can't haul it in. Gets tougher to track those balls here under the night sky. Bad break for the Huskies, 2nd and 10. At midfield. Gilbertson out of the shotgun. RPO, nowhere to go, shakes a defender. Trying to get to the outside, high steps and ankle tackle, turns it up to the 39-yard line. A Jack Gilbertson first down, and he did that all on his own. 11-yard rush for Jack Gilbertson. That thing was dead in the water. Bounced off a tackler at the line of scrimmage, and then he just high-stepped his way out of a shoelace tackle. 11 yards for Jack Gilbertson as the kid is running wild tonight. Gilbertson knocking on the doorstep of a 200-yard rushing game tonight. Trying to strike here before time runs out in the third. 3 wide. Peterson on the left side in the backfield. Once again, shotgun set for the Huskies. Snap is off. Everybody going deep. Gilbertson looking for a man. He's looking for Brushard on the outside, but inside coverage by the corner that time. Number 23, Liam Wadlow. He had a beat on it and just didn't let Brushard work back to the football. Wahpeton unable to get a PI there as Wadlow had every right to his position. Seeing the arm strength on display when they do choose to air it out with Jack Gilbertson tonight is he is really letting that thing fly. $1:28 to go in the third quarter, 2nd and 10 for the Huskies at the Rough Riders 40. High snap. Play is blown dead. False start. So the Huskies are going to push themselves back to the 45. It will be 2nd and 15 for Wahpeton. Seen a bunch of false starts tonight, most of them on Red River, a couple of them on Wahpeton. As the Cowboys, folks, they're up 42-0 over in Breckenridge early on in the third quarter.
2nd and 15 for the Huskies.
Bunch set, 3 wide, right on the right side of the line in the hip pocket of the guard. RPO, Gilbertson, left side, room to run. Taken down near the 40. So he'll pick up about 4. Gilbertson racks up the rushes, and he'll be going for a career high in carries here. So we'll have 3rd and 11 here as we approach the final minute of the third quarter. Red River leading 41-26 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Wahpeton down by 15. If they can get 7 or 8 here in this final minute, we'll have a 1-score game going into the final quarter. They've got 3rd and 11 here. Not a whole lot you can do with the playbook. Maybe cut it down, 4-down territory. Try to pick up half the yardage in one play. Gilbertson with the play action, rolls right. He's hit hard, batted away. Great play by the D-back. That was Matthew Dosh. 4 rushing touchdowns as a quarterback tonight, a pick 6, and now a pass breakup, and that brings up 4th and 11. And with the Huskies at the Rough Riders 40, probably going to go for it here. Why not? You're 0-6, you've got 26 points. A lot's been going right for you on offense. Nothing to lose mentality here for the hometown Huskies. Shotgun set, got to be a pass. Straight drop back from Gilbertson. Pocket collapses. He's going to go on the outside. One-on-one coverage. Creating separation. Are we going to get a PI? We are not. That was a good no call from the officials there as it looked like Steffens was trying to push off on the outside and maybe the defender got his hand in the cookie jar a little early. They're just going to call it a coin flip. No call there. Letting them battle on the outside. Physical one-on-one route. Red River wins the battle. So Red River will take over at their own 40, final 30 seconds of the third quarter. Again, a very well-placed ball on the outside there by Gilbertson. Put it right on the boundary line. Steffens just couldn't get a step on the D back there as the secondary has been really solid tonight for Red River. One would think Red River's probably just going to grind it out on the ground here and head to the fourth quarter with a 15-point lead as they do hand it off. Lots of room to run for Brandvold, and he's finally tripped up by Cooper Kuhlmo. So he takes it all the way into Huskies territory. We do have a flag, though. So as it stands, 16-yard run, and they're marching it back. So Huskies get a break here. Holding call. It's going to turn a 16-yard run into a 10-yard loss. Breckenridge Cowboys 41-0. That's what the score is here. Third quarter over in Breckenridge. Turner Blofis and Cowboy alum Eli Butts, the 2023 Wahpeton Daily News Fall Sports Athlete of the Year, the only lineman to win the local sport award here in town, which is now transitioned over to KBMW. Lots of good candidates for this year's award. Can't wait to roll that out at the end of the fall season. 22 seconds to go in the third quarter. 1st and 20 for Red River as they're backed all the way up to their 30 now. They'll go right back to Brandvold. They'll try the right side again, and he gets a good push. His linemen are still pushing him. Leading the charge there was number 54, Xander Wayne. 6 foot 235. He's a senior, and he just ran right behind him. Looks like that'll take us into the fourth quarter. Wahpeton going to need a little bit of upset magic here. It's 41-26, 12 minutes to play on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Back in 60 seconds on KBMW News Live YouTube, AM 1450, all part of the I3G Sports Network.
Are you tired of fixing the same problems? Here at Ready, we offer performance seating solutions that last. Whether it's new parts for your drill or a complete rebuild of your air seeder, we can help. We resolve your challenges through in-house engineering, manufacturing, and sourcing, and expertise directly to your farm to solve all your equipment challenges. Reach out to us at 701-205-1485 and schedule your free inspection today.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
Into the fourth quarter, Huskies making a game of it. Still trailing by 2 scores, 41-26. And they do not have the football on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Red River, 2nd and 11 from their own 39-yard line. They pick up 9 yards after the holding call. And they'll go right back to Brandvold as he is wearing on the Huskies, and this time he's running all over them. Taken down in the Huskies' territory all the way across the 45-yard line. A 17-yard run for Brandvold. This has been the Huskies' issue with this banged-up line in the second half, and players playing both ways. Sometimes you just don't got enough gas left in the tank. So let's hope the Huskies can buckle down, bite down on that mouth guard, and just finish this game off strong. Red River content with taking up as much play clock as they can, down to 10. Shotgun snap is off. Who else but Brandvold? Breaks off a few tackles in the backfield, goes up the right side. And he's going to pick up about 7. So a steady diet of Noah Brandvold here in the second half. Jack Gilbertson having the night of his life as a runner. Playing quarterback tonight, but he's been more of a running back. We'll get you his total numbers after the game as he's well over 150 on the ground. Working these draw plays in the backfield. They'll do it again. Brandvold is going to pick up the first down. Nothing glamorous about it. The offensive line just gets a push, driving the Huskies back and moving the chains to pick up a 5. Cowboys score again, by the way, and it is now 48-0 over in Breckenridge on New York Mills. New York Mills, you wondered how they'd look tonight. 1-5, 4 of those losses coming by 1 score. No match for the Breckenridge Cowboys. Nearing the 10-minute mark of the fourth quarter, Red River marching here. They'll go under center, play action. One more big play in them as they go up the right sideline at the pylon. A beautiful pass breakup. Once again, Cooper Kumo, as he looked like he was playing wide receiver there, and he was running the route better than the Red River wideout. Nearly picks it off at the pylon. Red River trying to catch Wahpeton off guard there with a shot down the sideline. Cooper Kumo locked and loaded, ready to go. 2nd and 10 for the Rough Riders. Out of the gun once again. This time it'll be a counter draw play to Brandvold, and he is running loose up the middle all the way down to the Huskies' 11-yard line. Didn't even get touched for about 10 yards as they are just opening up, gaping lanes to run through at the line of scrimmage. And they are now back into the red zone, your performance egg experts specializing in air seeder rebuilds, folks. Why buy a new air seeder when they can make custom parts for you and make sure that your most important pass of the season is your best pass of the season at rede-egg.com. At the Huskies' 11-yard line, it is Dosh out of the shotgun. Another counter draw to Brandvold. He's going to go untouched to the 5, taken down at the 2-yard line. Huskies say there's a fumble. We'll see what happens, as they're trying to dig through the bottom of the pile here. No word yet. They can't figure out who's got the football. Once again, Red River comes out of the bottom of the pile with the ball. Just brute strength from Red River. Digging for gold there at the bottom of the pile was Xander Wayne. Red River's got the football right on the cusp of the end zone, just inside the 3-yard line. Carry after carry after carry going to Brandvold, who already has 1 rushing score in the night, and this will be the 6th false start penalty on Red River. Unfortunately for Wahpeton, all that does is give Dosh more room to run if they put him in the shotgun. So it'll back him up a little bit to the 8-yard line. We'll see if they stick with the shotgun. That should stop the clock here for the Huskies. 9:12 to go, trailing by 15. Thought they had a turnover there. They thought they recovered that fumble on the 3. But Xander Wayne, big number 54, he's recovered it on the bottom of the pile. 2nd and 8 here. Line to gain is the 1. Working under center here now, Red River. Fullback is the lead blocker. They'll hand it off to Brandvold. Nice little jet burst into the end zone. And Brandvold howling with a full moon here at Frank Verton Field. He scores 47-26. Rough Riders extend the lead as Wahpeton is fading away here in the second half, tiring out a little bit. Putting up a great fight against this Red River team. They now trail by 21 points. 47-21 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, representing Auto Owners Insurance. That's who I got insurance with, Auto Owners. Great company, great rates, especially when I can get an affordable rate on my Mercedes-Benz. You know they do good work, because that's next to impossible. So they'll go for 2 here. Little play action boot, rolling left is Dosh, and he's just going to extend the ball over the end zone. Nobody even near him. So 49-26, Red River blows it open here in Wahpeton. And Wahpeton, they've got a lot of electric plays on offense, and if there's anything that we can ask for here is a couple more with 9:07 to go in the 4th quarter. We'll be back in just a moment. 50 in KBMW News Live YouTube. You're listening to Huskies football on the I3G Sports Network.
AM 1450, KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton, and FM 94.3, K232 FH Breckenridge, the voice of the valley. You know, Mom and Dad's favorite season is autumn. Crisp air, changing leaves, and a cozy life at Twin Town Villa.
That's for sure. Since they moved into Twin Town Villa, the change has been amazing.
Yeah, they're so relaxed and comfortable now.
And we've got the peace of mind, knowing that they're surrounded by kindness and security.
That's a great warm feeling as the weather gets cooler.
When the decision moves towards assisted living, fall into caring comfort.
It's not an easy decision, but at Twin Town Villa, it's the best decision all around. No matter what the season, you're never alone at Twin Town Villa.
Huskies set to receive the kick, trailing 49-26. They did a nice job trailing by 2 scores on 3 different occasions and getting it down to 1 score, or on 2 different occasions, excuse me. But Red River just too much. Too much Noah Brandvold in the second half. He's running with a purpose. So Red River tees it up here. Up by 23 on your CFI scoreboard. Final 9 minutes of this game. Beautiful night as they will kick it out of bounds again. So that'll be another penalty. And with the playmakers Wahpeton have set back to return, you'd much rather take the return than take the penalty, and Red River probably knows that as they just boot it right over to the Husky reserves. Plays of the week presented by Nodak Insurance Agent Carson Zarek. Those are under the videos tab at kbmwnews.com. Doing over 5,000 views per episode. I'll try to get that out for you folks again tomorrow or Sunday. Top 10 plays from this Wahpeton game and the Breckenridge game. Always a fun weekly series. Gilbertson out of the shotgun. Quick out here. Steffens tries to Odell Beckham it with one hand. Can't quite snag it on the outer hash. Incomplete pass to start this drive. Huskies start off from their own 39-yard line. Outside of that 35, the Huskies offense gone 17 yards and just 5 completions through the air tonight. RPO, Gilbertson keeps it, hit at the line, and he's stacked up. Looks like number 58 in on that tackle. Caden Holt, 6'5", 215-pound junior. And number 34, Brennan Johnson, a 5'11", 175 sophomore. And that's going to lose a yard. So Jack Gilbertson tonight, just 3 carries for negative yardage. And a bunch of big chunk gains. 3rd and 10 for the Huskies. Gilbertson drops back, looking downfield. He's going to hit his receiver right in the hands in a very rare drop from Braden Steffens. You don't see that ever. So Steffens, who's having a big night, can't haul that one in. Just a lot of zip on it, kind of like Joe Milton. Joe Milton, known to throw the ball a little too hard when he doesn't need to. They say if you need 80 yards, Joe Milton will throw it 80 yards. If you need 6 yards, Joe Milton will throw it 80 yards. And that one caught up on Braden Steffens in a hurry there. 4th and 10. Huskies going to keep the offense out there, trailing by 23, 8:15 to go in the ball game. Gilbertson drops back, evades the pressure, steps up in the pocket. He's going to go way downfield. He's got Steffens. It's underthrown, a fight for the football, and it is batted away by Caden Tostenson. Talk about a burner on the route there as Braden Steffens just deked his cornerback into oblivion. He's about 5 yards past him, but the football just hung up in this cool, crisp air tonight. Steffens worked his way back, but it was a good pass break up there. Turnover on downs on the deflection by Caden Tostenson. And man, they had another touchdown right there at their fingertips. It's not quite enough on the football. As far as the scheme goes, though, tonight in drawing up the plays and setting Jack Gilbertson up for success on the ground and in the air, they've done it. They've done it. They've just missed on a couple big hitters. Those will come. He's a 10th grader. Love what I've seen out of him. We're talking about dual threat. We are seeing the potential tonight. Red River takes over on the Huskies 39. Botch snap is low, picked up by Dosh, and he'll be taken down in the backfield by Luke Anderson. Luke Anderson, great pursuit there. Loss of 2 yards. A couple big plays from Anderson tonight. He had a blocked PAT. He had the pancake block that sprung the 58-yard touchdown rush by Jack Gilbertson, and now a TFL for Luke Anderson. So the all-state lineman showing out tonight, being a leader on this Huskies team. Pretty scary dude in that digital camo. Luke Anderson, not a guy you want to run into in a dark alley at night. A lot of these athletes, including Luke Anderson, you can head to the YouTube channel and check out the videos tab. They've got in-studio interviews as part of our Optimum Athletes series. Handoff here for Red River. Back to the line of scrimmage, not much there as the Huskies line gets a push. In on the tackle there, looked like Isaiah Brushert racing up from his linebacker spot, cutting the legs out. Brushard approaching 50 tackles on the season. Another nice year for him at his backer spot. Let's check if the Cowboys have eclipsed 50 points tonight in their game. 55 rip on New York Mills into the fourth quarter, unloading the bench. Breckenridge lighting up the Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard on homecoming. Love to see it. 3rd and 10, Red River going with that bubble screen on the outside. They get a block for their wide out, and he's going to get real close to the first down. It looks like he's going to get it. So one wide receiver on the bubble, the inside wide receiver doing his job, doing the tough work that needs to be done on the block. I think they're going to call it first down. They move the chains. 6.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Wahpeton 26, Red River 49 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. This one was 28-20 at half, so it's been 21-6 Grand Forks Red River after the break. Wahpeton just hasn't been a second-half team this year. They've been in every game at half pretty much. 14-14 against St. Mary's. They did not score in the second half. 12-6 against Jamestown. They only scored 6 in the second half. 28-20 tonight. They've only scored 6 in the second half. And Devils Lake 21-21 at half in that game. Handoff to the right side. Stacked up at the line. A big finishing tackle is, let's see who that was there. Luke Anderson again puts Bishop Diaz into the turf. Luke Anderson finishing this game strong. Under 6 minutes to play in the fourth quarter, and not sure why, but the clock has stopped. They run the clock now, and not sure what's going on. We're going to get an official's timeout. They got to pump the play clock up. So we're having some issues here with the clock. So they pump the play clock up to their little clock issue. They're running the play clock again. Trying to get home tonight at some point. Making it hard on a guy. Got the sports show bright and early at 9 a.m. 4 different coaches on for you on KBMW. All right, they're giving the wind the clock signal. Press box decides not to wind the clock, and instead they wind the play clock. Good news, that squirrel that scurried its way up here and was running all over our equipment, he's went home. He's found some nuts or something. So they try to get the clock fixed here. They're going to tell him to wind the clock again, and they mean the game clock, not the play clock. Or, start them simultaneously is what they want. All right, there goes the game clock. And it is now stopped again. Okay, there we go. Done playing musical chairs. We're underway. 5:50 to go. 2nd and 10. Red River with the football at the Wahpeton 29. Trying to eclipse the 50-point mark and join the Breckenridge Cowboys on the broadcast as the big scorers tonight. Out of the shotgun, Dosh, who has 4 rushing touchdowns tonight, hands it off. Looks like that might be Bishop Diaz. Brody Neal with the carry. It's a short gain for Red River. It will be 3rd and long for the Rough Riders. 3rd and about 8. Game just waning on as Red River, no reason to push the tempo here, up 23. They're still huddled up with 17 on the play clock. Finally break the huddle at 12 seconds, walking up to the line, 3rd and 10. Handoff up the middle, stacked up right away. Gain of about 3, as it was actually 3rd and 8, so that'll bring up 4th and 5 as we go down to 4:30 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 49-26, Red River leads Wahpeton. Luke Anderson with another tackle. Hot stretch of play for the D lineman here on this drive. As he forces a 4th down, and Red River will stay out there and try to pick up the yardage they need to keep this clock rolling and put this one in the books. Thought maybe they'd bring out a field goal kicker and try their luck, but they're just going to try to pick up the first down with their offense. Working out of the shotgun. Dosh drops back to pass. Dosh goes to the outside, and it is bobbled momentarily and hauled in. Great hand-eye coordination and focus there. Catch made by number 23, Liam Wadlow. 5'11", 150 junior. He moves the chains. Time is running out here on the Huskies.
I believe making the reception was Liam Wadlow.
Red River marching here into the Red E red zone. Second half continues to plague Wahpeton, but we finally saw flashes of that patented high-powered offense. .3:30 to go in the ball game. Fresh set of downs for Red River. Run up the middle. Stopped right away by Luke Anderson and Isaiah Brushert. So they can't bring the ball carrier down, but they will halt his forward progress. There won't be much there. Remains to be seen if Wahpeton will get the football back. Absent a Red River score here in the late going, as the Rough Riders lead 49-26. Taking their sweet time to get to the line. 8 on the play clock, 2:53 in the ball game. Shotgun set. Keeper by Dosh as he wants his 5th touchdown. And he's going to get close as he bounces off, hops on 1 foot inside the 5 for Matt Dosh. Another great piece of running by the QB. That'll stop the clock at 2:42. Ball marked at the 5-yard line. Just a reminder, folks, Wednesday we'll be heading to Monaga, final game of the regular season for undefeated Breckenridge. As they have all but locked up the top seed. They have locked up the top seed in Section 6A as they have wins over Otter Tail Central, Parkers Prairie, and Lake Park Audubon, all of which were ranked inside the top 20 of Class 1A football, 2 of them inside the top 10. Ball at the 5. Dosh under center. And we're going to get another false start on Red River. Hard to nitpick a team when they have 49 points on the board, lead by 3 touchdowns. That is their 7th false start of the ball game. So that will back up the Rough Riders. Great first half by the Huskies. Great response after a couple costly turnovers early in the game. To get back in it, trailing by 8 at the break. Offense has dried up here in the second half. We'll break down the stats in the post-game show presented by Miller Realty. Final 2:41 here at Frank Verton. Wahpeton trailing by 23 on your CFI scoreboard. Once again under center, they'll hand it off, this time right side, and we're going to get a hold. So this one's coming back as Red River is prolonging this game via the penalty. Bishop Diaz races in for the score, but it looks like it's coming back. Some laundry on the field. So holding will back it up even more. So they had it down to the 5, and it looks like they're going to be at the 20-yard line now. On the back end of the Red E Red Zone, visit rede-ag.com to learn about your custom ag parts. Call them today for your free air seeder inspection. Great group of guys. They got a great team. Great team in the field, and their marketing lead is Wahpeton's own Madison Nelson Gira. Actually moving on Monday to North Carolina. We're going to miss you, buddy. Make sure you take some flights back. Can't wait to work on the Cowgirl basketball documentary with you. 1st and 20 from the 20. It's a handoff to the left side. Isaiah Brushert's going to stop that one on the edge, and he's going to pull down the ball carrier, Bishop Diaz. So that'll bring up 3rd and about 20 as that one gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2:19 to go. Wahpeton just hanging on to their timeouts, waving the white flag here. Not short on highlights for the Huskies tonight, as seems like every good play has been a big athletic play, whether it be on defense with the interceptions, the pass breakups, special teams with the kick return, offense with the RPOs. It's been fun to watch. Rolling right is Dosh. He's going to go for the end zone. He's got a man. Had me fooled. I thought he was going to tuck it, but he throws a touchdown. That's going to put him at 55 points. And Bishop Diaz, after his rushing score was called back, he gets it through the air on a good, clean route. 55-26, Red River piling it on Wahpeton here in the second half. Looks like they're going to line up to try to boot it through. It's Wahpeton, no answer for the Rough Riders after the break. Snap is in the turf. Green's going to reboot and sail it wide right. So 55-26, Wahpeton will get the football back. Just a minute 45 to work with here on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Red River will improve to 4-3. Wahpeton will drop to 0-7, and it gets no easier next week against number 2 ranked Kindred on the road. That's going to be a special Thursday game. You're listening to AM 1450. Back in 30 seconds with the Huskies kick return.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Huskies will get the ball back on offense one more time here. They can handle the kickoff. Trailing 55-26 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. A minute 45 left. 28-20 was the halftime score. Red River has dominated the final 24 minutes of this ball game. So they kick it away. Looks like it's going to bounce to the back row. Nowhere to go for the return man as he just goes down to a knee. That'll save some time and get the Huskies offense back on the field, led by sophomore QB Jack Gilbertson. Once again, a career rushing night for Jack. Not much through the air. He does have a 35-yard touchdown. He also has 2 rushing scores, so we'll break down his stats in the post-game stat report on your Miller Realty post-game show in just a moment here. But the Huskies, they'll try to go 78 yards in the final $1.42 here. Snap is away, handoff, taken up the middle. Nothing there, no running room, about 1.5 yards for the Huskies. Carter Oswalt into the game as they have emptied the bench here, getting some of the youngsters some PT on the brand new Minn Kota Ag Products turf field, also known as Frank Verton Field here, home of the Huskies. As they'll just let the clock run, and Wahpeton will take their time, try to get the right play in here for a new set of players who haven't seen the field a ton this year. Approaching 1 minute to go in the ball game. Once again, if you're just flipping the radio dial over, it is 55-26 Red River. That's probably going to be the final here unless the Huskies can hit pay dirt in the final 60 seconds. Snap is over the QB's head. Oswald's just going to fall on it for a big loss. In at quarterback here for the Huskies on this final drive is, looks like it's number 3, Braxton Highcamp, the sophomore, listed as a wide receiver in DB, getting some snaps as the signal caller. And that'll make it 3rd and a country mile here with 30 seconds to play. So Wahpeton backed all the way up to their own 17-yard line, 3rd and 25. Let's see if they let Braxton Highcamp let one rip here. See what kind of protection he gets. Drops, snap is high, he bobbles it, picked up on the ground by the tailback, and that'll do it, folks. 2 bad snaps to end the ball game. Wahpeton falls to Grand Forks Red River, 55-26. Wahpeton falls to 0-7 despite a tremendous battle in the first half where they cut the lead to 28-20. Red River piles it on in the final 24 minutes. Final tonight, 55-26 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We'll be back with the Miller Realty postgame show. We'll talk about some huge splash plays from the Huskies it wasn't a complete lost cause as they figured some stuff out tonight, played some good stretches of football, and after the last couple weeks where they got nothing going on offense, they were playing pretty well for a while here with that RPO offense. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about the playmakers on defense, a couple picks, fumble recovery, a sack as well. 55-26 Wahpeton Falls. Quick break coming up, and then it's the Mueller Realty postgame show. You're listening to the I3G Sports Network.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30, and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Is insurance just a monthly payment to you? If so, remember why it's really there. To protect the life you love. Choose a company that sees you more than a policy number. When you work with a Country Financial rep, you get more out of your insurance. More personalized home and car coverage to protect what matters most to you. More guidance without all the industry jargon. And more confidence that a real person will show up if something goes wrong. I'm Casey Formnack, your country rep here in the Wahpeton area. I care about people in this community, and I'll take the time to get to know you so I can help protect you and your family. Call me at 701-353-6071 to experience more. Again, that's 701-353-6071.
Auto and home insurance policies by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
A remodel, addition, or new construction resembles a puzzle. You look at the edges, the colors, and what you envision as a finished work of art. Showplace Cabinetry, available at Dakota Cabinetry, can help you worry about one less piece of the puzzle. Do you have a picture in mind? Dakota Cabinetry can make your next project complete by offering countertops, custom tile backsplashes, custom tile showers, and flooring too. Stop by our showroom located at 898 8th Avenue South in Wahpeton, or call 642-2100 to check out Showplace Cabinetry.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, it's Amanda at Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. Brrr! Old Man Winter is right around the corner. Beat him to the punch. Call me, Amanda, and schedule a time to have your heating fuels filled. We thank you for your business.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Fall is here, and Gripper Sports Store has you covered. Check out their brand new fall sports apparel and gear up for the season. And it's not just sports. Grippers also offers professional inscription work for your business attire. Look sharp on the field and in the office with Gripper Sports Store.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Welcome back to the Miller Realty postgame show, a tradition of knowledge, integrity, trust, and service. Wahpeton, they fade in the second half again. It's 55-26 the final to Grand Forks Red River on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. It was 28-20 at the half, and Wahpeton, who struggled to score at all in the third quarter this year, they did score in the third quarter. The problem is they didn't score in the fourth, and Red River just leaned on them with that run game as they started feeding a heavy diet to Brandvold out of the backfield. And Dosh got to take a back seat after running in a bunch of touchdowns previously in the game. Let's take a look at the Wahpeton stats on your State Farm stat report. Leading the way, Jack Gilbertson. He did not log a career high in carries. He did log a career high in yards. 17 for 176 and 2 touchdowns on the ground for the sophomore quarterback, highlighted by a 58-yard RPO that included a broken tackle in the backfield and a stiff arm. Then he outran the defense up the right sideline. Gilbertson, not a whole lot of success through the air. He did have some tremendous looks downfield. A couple underthrows, but overall pretty good. He added 71 yards and a touchdown. He did throw a pick 6. So Gilbertson goes for over 240 total yards, 247, and 3 touchdowns. He had a fumble lost and a pick. So, like I said, you got to put your young quarterback in a situation where maybe he turns the ball over sometimes to learn, but just giving him full command of that offense and letting him learn from his mistakes, and that's what we saw tonight. 2 turnovers, also 3 touchdowns, and he was able to handle a heavy workload. Michael Peterson, again, scripted out of the game, out of the backfield. A serviceable night, 9 carries for 40 yards, over 4 yards per carry. Just couldn't afford to run the ball with him in the second half. But again, a grinder's effort, put on his hard hat, did what was asked of him, and ran well in between the tackles. Receiving, just 3 guys with catches tonight. Braden Steffens, 4 catches for 67 and a touchdown. That puts him over 500 receiving yards on the year, 7 touchdowns on the season, as he is another strong candidate to be Wahpeton's lone all-state selection this year if he can get enough push from the voters. Definitely got my vote, as he is, arguably the best receiver in this class of football. He's playing on an 0-7 team, and he's catching a touchdown every single week. Tremendous season for Steffens, and he added to that with an interception to end the half that included a 45-yard return, almost broke loose at midfield for a touchdown. And he did have a kick return touchdown with 24 seconds to go in the half that made it a 1-score game. A kick return that he bobbled, picked up, and went 75 yards to the house. Got a couple blocks on that one by Rylan Flack and Isaiah Brushard. Another great performance in this one by Cooper Kumo. He did it on the defensive side. 2 pass breakups. One of them would have been a touchdown. He broke it up at the pylon. He had another one on 3rd down that forced a punt. He had a fumble recovery and an interception in the end zone. So Cooper Kumo, the sophomore, we've talked about his receiving skills all year. Close to 300 yards receiving and a couple scores. Well, tonight he showed that he can be a ball hawk on the defensive side. Great game for him. Caden Barth picked up his 2nd sack of the season. 2 tackles for loss for Luke Anderson, who finished the game so strong. As a senior, your team's down by 29 points, and on that last drive, he picked up, I think, 3 or 4 tackles alone. So Luke Anderson doing what you expect of your senior, keeping everybody in the game when maybe some people think it's time to quit. You need your big 260-pound senior to show everybody what real grit means on the gridiron, and Luke Anderson did that tonight. So that's a look at your State Farm stat report presented by Matt and Amanda Frederick at State Farm. Let's get into your player of the game tonight. Could go Jack Gilbertson, as he busted loose for 176 yards and 2 touchdowns. He threw 1 more. He did have the 2 turnovers, and Jack Gilbertson over the next 2 years is going to get player of the game probably on a semi-weekly or a weekly basis with how talented that kid is. So tonight we're going to go with Cooper Kumo. The big pass breakup on 3rd down where the wide receiver elevated in the air, had the football in his hands, and he just made him hurt. Hit him right in the back plate, knocked the ball loose. And then he picked up a fumble recovery on 3rd down, and then he picked up an interception in the end zone where he jumped the route and smart enough not to take it out of the end zone and give Wahpeton poor field position. Went down, gave Wahpeton the football at the 20. So Cooper Kumo, high athleticism, high IQ, and a small kid packing a big punch. He is your Essentia Health player of the game. Essentia Health, here with you. And for your play of the game, presented by Red River Agency, your trusted hometown agents, got to be the Braden Steffens kick return touchdown. He's crawling on all 4s trying to pick up the squib kick that he bobbled, able to keep his kneecaps off the turf, gets up, outruns the defense, showing that breakaway speed, and he makes Wahpeton believe that they can win this game. And at that point, everybody thought they could. 28-20 at the half after the Steffens kick return. You'll catch that one in our Plays of the Week, presented by Carson Zarek, Nodak Insurance Agent. And that's your Red River Agency Play of the Game, presented by your trusted hometown agents. Braden Steffens taking the kick return to the house with just 24 seconds on the clock in the first half. That'll do it for your Miller Realty postgame show. I got to get back home, staying in town with the kiddo tonight, waking up early for the Giants Sports Show. Don't forget to join me at 9 a.m. on KBMW. Joined at 9 a.m. by Huskies golf coach Jeff Ralph. 9:20, it'll be Breckenridge Cowboys football coach Carson Yagi. Last time I checked, they were up 55 rip in the fourth quarter on their homecoming against New York Mills. 9:40, be joined by head coach Margaret Kruger of the Breckenridge Cowgirl volleyball team, always in the mix to contend for a section title in Section 6A. And wrapping it all up at 10 o'clock, head coach Wade Gilbertson will talk to me about some things that went right tonight for Wahpeton on offense, as they were able to scheme it up to put Jack Gilbertson in a position for success as he rushes for 176 yards, throws for 71 more, and accounts for 3 touchdowns tonight. One last time with your final, Wahpeton loses 55-26 to Red River, still searching for that first win of the season, and next week they get the gift of traveling to number 2 ranked Kindred for a Thursday night game. They will cap off the season the following week at home against Fargo South. This has been a presentation of the I3G Sports Network. I'm Robert Wannick. Good night, everybody, as the lights go out at Frank Verton Field.
Tonight's Wahpeton football game was brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Country Financial Agent Casey Formanek, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Gripper Sports Store, Hike Camp Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, Nodak Insurance Agent Carson Zarek, Optimum Rehab, Ottertail Power Company, OSPTI, Quality Toyota, Ready, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Smith Motors, State Farm Agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Superior Builders, Titan Machinery, and Twin Town Villa. Be sure to go to kbmwnews.com for a complete updated list of future broadcasts and video streams. And make sure to catch the Giants Sports Show every Saturday at 9 a.m. Thanks for listening.